We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now, she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you, everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
During the broadcast, here is Johnson flicked away. Beautiful shot there by Qureshi for 4. First delivery, it was as if he was batting there all night.
All or none is what Zeeshan Qureshi is all about, and as you can see on the replay, he lets the ball come on to him and just at the last moment opens the face of his bat and let the ball run away to the fence.
And that's down to the boundary for 4. Qureshi goes with this one. Massive hit. Couldn't go all the way. 6 runs. Sean Qureshi, a 6 and a 4. 2 deliveries. I think we're going to go home early tonight.
Look at that shot, guys. This is a terrific stroke by Zeeshan Qureshi.
Yeah. So here's Johnson. Johnson's a good bowler. Comes in now. Qureshi pulls this away for 4. Short delivery. It stood up and into the boundary for 4. He's on 14 or 4. And I think Danny Khan, who loves to carry on a panchite, he probably needs to get down there and start preparing the toss for the. In the warm-ups, he was not hitting the ball. The guy, like he was playing a joke. This is pulled away, and that's 4 runs. This guy called Qureshi. That's 4. He's not going to muck around.
Look at the replay again, waiting for that ball to come on to him.
It was a bad delivery, though.
Bad delivery, no doubt, but freeing his arms, getting his left leg out.
I tell you this, look at it. Sammy's back punches off the back foot, and he actually gets a single. So he is so fast dealing in boundaries. He now gets 1. He goes to 19.
Studies.
This time it's gone! It's gone into the swap shop. And while you're there, you can probably bring me back something to eat. That's a massive
good.
6.
Check audio. Yeah, just 1, 2, 2.
Here. Again, this is all
Then, all right, good.
pure
All right, okay,
power.
good. We're good to go
He
here.
pulls
Okay.
that ball.
But I wonder if he's a vegan as well. That's 6.
I think Qureshi is telling Trevon Griffith that you don't.
Low corner and a wide mid-off. This time he hits it down the ground. Qureshi hits another 6. What's going on here?
And if you look at the
71
replay,
for 5 of 7.
look at the replay, Vinod, you can see he made room for that stroke. Again, waited for it and hit it over long off for 6 runs. That was a wonderfully struck stroke.
I wonder if he paid to come in. Here is Dean Johnson. He's into Qureshi. This is down the ground. Will this go? No. They take 1. They should be coming back for 2. So that's 1 more. He goes to 32 of 11. Gets a single down to long off now. Qureshi seems to be playing for the not out now. Probably that's the most singles he has ever gotten in his life. The pavilion end now, bowling to Qureshi. Not really getting that as he would have liked. 40 now to Qureshi. This follows his 43 not out in the. It's a wonderful victory for them.
We are close to the end, folks, but we have a couple of more people that we need to recognize. And each year, the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame recognizes a person or organization whose dedication goes above and beyond typical commitment to sports and tourism throughout the county. Ladies and gentlemen, Mack Qureshi is this year's Outstanding Sports Contributor. Let's take a look at Mack's accomplishments.
No one has done more for the development of the sport of cricket in the United States than our sports contributor, Mack Qureshi. In 1999, Mack's passion for cricket led him to found a private sports and entertainment company called Cricket Council USA, which is the leader in the promotion, development, and expansion of T20 cricket in the United States. He has invested millions of dollars in the development of the sport across the country. Mack built the first major cricket stadium in South Florida in Broward County in 2006, and he came to Palm Beach County a year later, building the Boca Riding Club and Mack Stadium in Delray Beach, where championship events are held each year. The 2022 Legends World Cup will be played at Mack Stadium. Mack is a former member of USAcricket, the sport's national governing body. He is the president and chief executive officer of MAQ Group, one of the largest real estate and financial groups in the United States, specializing in commercial real estate and sports management. At a special ceremony in Boca Raton last October, Mack was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Cricket Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame contributor of...
Good evening. I know you see my intro. I'm CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated 1984 in USA. My dream was how come cricket is not been playing one of the American sports. The reason is not been playing, there was long version games. It's the 5 days to find out who's win the games. So they never been one of the American sports. So I created the shortest version, it's T20. Can finish 2.5 hours the games, and all Americans start liking that games. It's one of the American sports. But just remember, cricket the second world largest sports after the soccer, and none of them Americans recognize that sports is a cricket in America. But now is moving forward. We have first stadiums has been built internationally, and my duty is I live in Palm Beach. I brought MCL, Major Cricket Leagues, in Palm Beach County first time last year during the pandemic. And first Hall of Fame dinner night I invited have to be hosted in Palm Beach. Second goal is I want to bring this thing up World Cup championships in Palm Beach and Broward County in USA. 2024, I went to the Dubai last week. They're recognizing they gonna have World Cup in USA 2024. Is World Cup is cricket is just like Olympic. It's just like Olympic. So I want to first of all, I met today and who actually introduced me, Mr. Michael Zeff, actually, I'm sorry for his name, but he's He's the one who introduced me in here, and I did a lot of programs in Palm Beach County for the Kids Festival every year, and also we bring the first cricket fields is ICC approved in Palm Beach County. My goal is some way county mayors and commissioners and recognizing cricket in Palm Beach bring one of the sports. Just for the youth, for knowledge, cricket is most paying sports. It's minimum, like my son is born raised is in Palm Beach. He's playing for USA teams. Minimum his contract is $200,000 small leagues to up to $20 million. That's a huge amount of the money incentive for the kids. He's in Dubai right now, he's playing up there. But there's a lot of American kids, they will start playing cricket now. So we had MCL we started, we like to your support. We want to have more field in Palm Beach County, and I can do my contributions developing cricket in Palm Beach. We want to bring Palm Beach one of the cricket home grounds, and God bless America, God bless West Palm Beach. Sports can be bringing in cricket in Palm Beach. Thank you so much.
Great day for the cricket for USA. As you see that thing, we are visiting ICC Academy in Dubai, and we have we brought him here is Akbar, Ran Akbar, which is for the UAE team captains and also the play. And we have Randa, who came in also, is the VP directors on the Cricket Council USA. And we see the concept of the amazing stuff and cricket developing international skill-wise. That's exactly we need for the USA. If we say, thank for you bringing me here for academy and show them a facility to us, and there will be growth for the cricket USA. Tell me about you've been here living so many years. How come you don't invite us to from the USA to come see it?
The cricket is in UAE. It's very long history, and it was my pleasure. You people came here. I have to show you people like what facility we are having. This is the best facility, even not here. If you walk anywhere, you will get beautiful grounds.
Yeah, but you never invite an USA. That's the question.
I
all
always,
this year you're coming for the last 10 years.
I always ask you, but you never. You people was thinking, oh, everything is in USA.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I have to show you first, and then you can decide when you want to come. You're welcome. Always. Thank you. We'd love to host you.
Thank you for hosting here, and then you start this thing up. And as a viewer, as a foreign in the cricket in USA, tell me what you have seen today, and we don't have any USA.
Yeah, what I've seen is an integrated sports academy having all 10 dimensions of any sport. You have a fitness center, you have a ground for practice, you have for games, you have indoor facilities, you have 5-star physiotherapy for injuries, we have a cafeteria. So what we have not seen in US is having all these 10 components in one location, where it's like a one-stop solution for cricket development and cricket program, where students and sportsmen can join and be part of this academy, maybe a 3-month academy or the whole year academy, depending on how serious they want to get into it. And this kind of facility will help next generation cricketers to compete at the international level, and one day we will even win a T20 games with all the major countries. And I see, before we retire and from the cricket, we want to see US cricket team winning one of the major tournaments, ICC tournaments.
What is winning? Want to be a champion for World Cup?
Yeah, we can try. Unless you start thinking, the formula I learned all my life is, first you need to imagine what you want to do or what you want to get in cricket. Second, you need to dream about it. Third, you need to talk about it passionately. And then last but not least, actions. Like today, it took us almost 15 years to get here. I think this kind of facility, we should have been there in US for a long time back, but better late than never. So let's do it now, and hopefully the next generation cricketers will appreciate this kind of facility having in every major city and state of the US.
So today we got an experience for the Cricket Council USA. We'll see the vision of the Dubai and a great event. We have academy, not just the academy. You have physio, you have cafeteria, you have indoor academy, And you have the shops, pro shops also, top of them. You have the gym where you can have daily. You have the swimming pools, you have it, 2 major grounds here. So that's why we need a facility in USA. So we're gonna make it happen in USA soon. For the MAQ group is working on the project. One of them is a Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're gonna be working on one of the biggest events in USA.
Good afternoon for all US cricket lovers and the rest of the crickets around the world. We have Cricket Council USA founder and chairman in ICC Cricket Academy, and we are very honored and lucky to have him today. And let's find out what is the reason and why he's here today and what he's trying to do to promote US cricket in the next few years. As we all know, 2024 ICC T20 World Cup has been awarded for West Indies and USA. There'll be at least 2 or more games in USA, and so basically we have about 2 years time to get ready, US cricket ready for ICC T20 tournament. So Mack bhai, so tell me what is your plan of action from now and why you are here in Dubai, meeting the ICC executives and officials.
See, we were starting now USA cricket for last so many years, last 2 decades. And we did as much promoted cricket in USA now. So we want to see the international skills coming to the USA now, 2024 World Cup. So you want to see visiting the facility, visiting how they doing ICC, how they're doing international skill, where they're dominating the cricket, like India, Pakistan, all. So this is a great platform we have now to learn, bring that skill to USA. So our main vision to come down in Dubai, see that what standard of the grounds, what standard of the tournament they're happening here, what standard of the academy running it, and how they're setting up. So there's you can see the view of the academy they're running right now, and we just visit. Right before that, we visit indoor academy also for ICC academy. So that we need to bring in USA now, because USA now is platform in the cricket now. So US Open is one of the major tournaments been playing for all this year, but now we have more things coming in USA. So we want to learn more experience from international skills. So that's the reason we're here for the ICC Cricket Academy, and look at it, the Sharjah stadiums today, and look at it, this thing of what we're missing for USA.
Excellent. And we have seen US T20 Open going on for 13 years. It's one of the reputable tournament, and we have a lot of teams from West Indies, India, Pakistan, and everywhere. So now in this year you have endorsed at least 3 different tournaments. A few of them we know, Arkansas, California. So tell me about this endorsement and the movement which is happening in US cricket, as everybody is tired with the US cricket administration and they are looking up to Cricket Council USA to endorse more and more cricketers and more tournaments. So tell me your plan of action on that, both tournaments and players.
Yeah, it's very simple. Cricket Council USA is a 2-decade recognition organization, and they're private entity. Private entity means in America is a different country than any other country, like in UAE, Pakistan, India, Dubai, and Bangladesh. They have the government control on the cricket. USA in America, they don't have no control. The private enterprises more success than any organization. So our organization have freedoms. We can do any kind of tournament. Any players, they can come and play and participate in it. So we seen of them last 20 years, many organizations came in and is gone, and they're not doing the proper promoting cricket. So Cricket Council USA, we are the one only establishing cricket body in USA right now. It's the oldest and recognizations by Congress and governors and local senators, all recognizations. They bring this thing at the platform to bring the cricket is the right direction for last 2 decades. Like first we find the T20 in USA, then find T10, first cricket stadium he builds. So cricket organization for Cricket Council USA behind a lot of effort on the developing cricket in USA. So we saw this thing is not moving right in direction for cricket, which is a member of the organization from ICC. So we stepped in many times, and it's continuously we promoting cricket right direction. So we seen a lot of tournament is not sanctioning, a lot of tournament is not promoting. So Cricket Council USA start promoting cricket for other scales, to bring more tournaments to in, not just for US Open, many other tournaments where we can get the better players. So this is the opportunity we give them to all the tournament hosts who was doing it. We're doing the free for sanctioning recognizations by Cricket Council USA for any tournaments there. So you can log in cricketcouncilusa.com, fill your application and endorse your tournament and sanction tournament by Cricket Council USA. This private entity, again, I was telling you, and this is the more recognizations by anybody. We have tournament hosting under ICC umbrella, ICC under rules regulation we have been done. We are officially in sanctioning the US Open for ICC sanction, and this is the only platform we had it. So now opportunity be open for everybody. So that's why we have started endorsing and recognizations and sanctioning the tournament for local scale, because they need it. They need very much to come in and play, and we need more players.
Yeah, like another thing, to develop any sport, we need infrastructure.
Good morning and welcome to the prestigious US Open match number 22 at the Broward County Stadium. It's quarterfinal day, and we've got a last quarterfinal game, quarterfinal number 4. Clarion County Asia United will take on Masters. Masters being led by Stephen Taylor, and Clarion County, of course, led by Milind Kumar. So we're all set for for quarterfinal number 4. The winner here gets a chance to go into the last 4. We saw already Stallions X, Dallas All-Stars, and Sam Army into the final 4. We're just waiting for that one final spot. With me, I've got the chairman and the CEO of the Cricket Council USA, Mack Qureshi. Good morning, Mack. And the two captains, along with umpire coordinator Vijay Malela. It's toss time at the Broward County Stadium. Last quarterfinal, Clarion County Asia United. They take on Masters. Let's go, guys. So Masters, the home team, they toss the coin. Heads is the call. And it comes up tails. Stephen Taylor from Masters have won the toss. Congratulations on winning the toss. Stephen, what you have decided to do?
We'll have a bowl first.
So Stephen Taylor will have a bowl first. Masters, any changes to your team from the last time?
No, sir. Same level.
All right, Stephen Taylor, One of the wins in this tournament that got you into the quarterfinal is against Clarion County United. Are you mentally prepared that you have gotten the bit of advantage coming into this quarterfinal?
There'll be a bit of an advantage, but remember the game of cricket is played on the day, so the game of cricket doesn't sleep at no one's house, so we still have to come here and play good cricket.
All right, thank you, Stephen Taylor. Congratulations and best of luck. Milind Kumar, not what you expected at the toss. You have lost one game in this competition so far. How is that playing on the team's mind?
Nothing, just looking at the positives and just going into the games. That's it.
Had you win the toss, what you'd have done?
We're going to have ball first, but the wicket remains the same thing. But we just wanted to capitalize on the fresh morning like this. That's it.
All right, Milind Kumar, congratulations and good luck to Clarion County. So there we have it, folks. Masters have won the toss and play will begin in just about 15 minutes time. Until then, enjoy the cricket. Last quarterfinal, and then we go to the semi-final.
Well, good morning and welcome to the action on day 8. I felt very strange in saying day 8 of the US Open. It's now a 9-day affair, and it's the last quarterfinal. We're off and running. Here is Jesse Singh, and this is a drive through the offside. A lovely stop there at point, and still the batsman being able to get a single. Let me say good morning immediately to the man from Georgetown in Guyana. He's now the mayor in New York, and that's Lenny Archiba.
Thank you, Vinod. Last quarterfinal spot. Masters, they take on Clarion County Asia United with the news. Milind Kumar leading Masters. In fact, Stephen Taylor leading Masters have won the toss. Asked Milind Kumars and his men to bat first. Ben Dunk and Mukhtar Ahmed out in the middle, and we've already seen a single off the bat of Mukhtar Ahmed.
Yeah, so the Masters winning the toss, deciding to take the field, and I'm looking at that track. I know you went down there for the toss, so you would have gotten a good look at it. But it seems to be damp to me. Just the color of it tells me that there is moisture there.
Yes, Vinod. Usually in the morning there's a bit of moisture, overnight dew. Of course, the pitch is usually covered, but then the atmosphere and things like that has really made the color of the pitch a little blacker than what it is.
Well, it's actually given a generous supply of water and then covered. So when you reveal it in the morning, there's still moisture there. Here's Singh. Driving, that's 4. Just leaning forward and playing through the line there into the boundary.
Of the Lahore Qalandars, big position.
Power hitting coach, a new position. Recently in Abu Dhabi, I met a guy who told me he's a sidearm specialist. So all these different positions now. Singh to donk. Gets it away to point. Now there's a unique situation here I want you to observe, Leonard, and you will see that Jesse Singh, because he's bowling around the wicket, he is not visible to Ben Dong for quite a period of time, and it just appears. Don't know if that's a strategy by him, but look where he starts. Ben Dong has had a good tournament.
Yeah, yesterday we saw Simhadri did the same thing, and even the batsman made a point to that.
Singh pulls out of his run-up.
Yeah, just coming back to where Jesse Singh starts. He starts behind the umpire. We saw Simhadri last night in the night game. Did something like that, of which the batter did make an observation to the umpire, but I don't think that's something that the umpire will do. That's my run-up.
Yeah, umpire can't really do anything about that. Singh starts directly behind the umpire. Oh, that's short. And he got away with that one. Ben Dunk will be angry with himself. That should have been blasted into the boundary. End of the opening over. It's 7 without loss. So we're back 7 without loss, and the Masters taking the field, looking to get an early breakthrough, looking to put Clarion County on the back foot. Both teams packed with a number of West Indian players, and they'll be looking to impress here. Stephen Taylor, the captain, USA born and bred, of course, with Jamaican connection. Clarion County man just shifting the side screen. I always say the side screen here at Central Broad cuts off a bit of the viewing for the commentators as well. Sinclair.
Yes, Sinclair is one of 5 Guyanese first-class player into the side. The side includes Chandrapal Hemraj, Anthony Bramble, the keeper, Sherfin Rutherford, and of course Romario Shepherd. So a team that is depending on some top players out of Guyana. And Kevin Sinclair, quality off spinner. We've seen his performance over the last couple of years at the CPL level. Ben Dunk comes in to strike.
It's down the ground. That's gone. Way into the air, and it's back into the stands there now. That's 6 runs. Big hit there by Ben Dunk.
Yeah, Ben Dunk is a top hitter of the ball. Look at this. He comes down the track, got to the pitch of the ball. And he knows there are only a couple of fielders outside of the ring, and this one into the vacant area, and that's gone for the first maximum of the day.
Back looking to push it square, and you can see Sinclair just pushing that one through. Everyone waits to see Sinclair take a wicket with all his antics. Again, going wide of the crease. It's in the air. Goes again. And that's 6 more. So Ben Dunk has started in fantastic fashion for the Clarion County.
Yeah, similar shot from Ben Dunk. Got to the pitch again and deliberately manipulated it into the long on section. No one is there. The 2 fielders outside of the circle is long off and deep square leg. Now Sherfin Rutherford will go to long on. It's 20 on the board, Vinod.
Yeah, immediately putting Rutherford there, but I don't think he would have been able to stop any of the 6s. Sinclair wide of the crease. This is Tickle fine. It's just not adding up here for the Masters at the moment. 24 without loss. Sinclair has been really cracked all over the ground.
Yeah, a couple of 6s and a 4 from the hard-hitting Ben Dunk. Melbourne Stars man comes out of Australia. And so far he's taken on Kevin Sinclair. He's winning this battle. 17 runs off this over. Not typically the kind of bowling effort Sinclair gives. But Ben Dunk on fire.
Oh, much better. That one going on with the arm. And it's the end of a very successful over there for Clarion County. They're 24 without loss.
So big start here from the Clarion County Asia United, sent in. And they're off to a fine start. Ben Dunk quickly off the blocks. We've seen an over that came off from Kevin Sinclair, 17 runs. Jesse Singh continues.
Down the next side. And must have touched the pad. In fact, he's given him out belatedly. Well, this is strange. Good catch taken there by Bramble. And the umpire took an inordinately long time to give that out. Let's have a look. Singh from wide of the crease, angling it into the right-hander. Oh, I don't think he touched that at all. That was into the tie pad, and an unfortunate decision given by the umpire. It was clear that he didn't get an edge there.
So 24 for 1. They've lost the wicket of Mukhtar Ahmed. Jesse Singh getting a ball to slide down the leg side, and we were waiting for the signal from the umpire for a wide. But it took a little bit, and I thought that the umpire checked on the square leg if the ball carried. And once the ball carried, he probably had decided in his mind that the ball would come off the bat. So the first wicket goes down. Mukhtar Ahmed is gone. And Clarion County, they've lost one. Jesse Singh strikes in his second over. It's 24 for 1.
Unfortunate decision, though. Mukhtar Ahmed is a dangerous player at the top of the order. And very unfortunate. It was clear to see that there was no bat involved there. Let's have a look at it again. You can see the bat coming after the ball passed. It's clear that that was no edge there. So, it happens.
So Shea Hope comes to the middle, 24 for 1. They're going just over 11 runs and over because Ben Dunk has taken 17 off and over from Kevin Sinclair.
Shea Hope might be the perfect foil for him. Clipped away nicely. Runs here. They should be going back for 2, and they do.
Yeah, Shea Hope is a classy player. You're right on that. 106 balls still to be bowled. He comes in here at a time in which you may have enough time to really craft an innings and a ground that will give you full value for your shots. Beautiful facility here at Broward County Stadium. The type of grounds that Shea Hope is used to be playing. He plays at the top level.
Not really getting hold of this. You can see the bat face closing on it. He still gets a single, though. He was on the move when he played the shot. So the score is 25 for 1. Shea Hope is on 2 now. Three, in fact, he has gone on to with that double that he scored before. So Dunk is on 16 of 8. He comes in the strike now. And Singh continues to run behind the umpire. Let's see.
Yeah, Vinod, you look at Ben Dunk. Always with the intent to score and score aggressively. We saw in the last over taking apart Kevin Sinclair. And he hands the strike quickly over to Shea Hope. So this is going to be a good combination. And Jesse Singh already quite confident in his over. Got the wicket of Mukhtar Ahmed. Catch down the leg side. Safe keeper in Anthony Bramble, a man who's plays at the first class level. And Clarion County, they're batting at 28 for 1. We are in the third over. Jesse Singh picks the edge. No fielder in the slip area. And this one peels off the edge and goes away for 4.
Well, they'll take it anyhow they get it. There was hope. That was quick. It came back into him and he reacted late to it. See where they get it down to third man for 4. If you speak to Hope, he'll tell you that he deliberately played that.
So they're going at over 11 runs and over. This is another tall over here for Clarion County. 8 off the over.
I like the positive start that these two, all three, even Mukhtar Ahmed, has given the Clarion County. Again, this time he couldn't be run out. He has to be careful, Hope. He's fleet-footed, and since he has been in there, he has been looking for every possible run. So at the end of over number 3, it's 32 for 1.
So 32 for 1. It appears Ben Mike has been given the ball, so he replaces Kevin Sinclair. Ben Mike comes out of England and he joins several players who've made the trip from across the pond, Vinod.
Yeah, number of international players coming in. If I may just refer to the West Indian players, all 34 players from the West Indies are here. So it tells you just how this tournament is growing in international stature. Ben to Ben. Leg by.
Yeah, Ben Mike has done well for the Masters team. Some 5 wickets in the tournament so far. And you may want to say, what's the importance of 5 wickets? Well, the most wicket taken by a bowler from the Masters team within their team is 6 from Jesse Singh. And of course, we've seen 5 from Romario Shepherd. So Ben Mike is really favored as one of their top wicket-taking bowlers in this tournament so far. And he comes in here bowling at number 3, having replaced Kevin Sinclair, and will come into bowl to Shea Hope.
That was quick. That came on to Hope quicker than he anticipated. Still able to get it away to mid-wicket. There is no run.
And the fact is, Ben Mike would have replaced Kyle Phillip in the lineup. We saw in the early game, Kyle Phillip was given the opening game, but then Ben Mike got a shot at bowling in the tournament, and he's really kept his position. So Ben Mike in for Kyle Phillip during the course of the other 2 games.
He's in trouble. Down to backward point, and he's gone. Again, another delivery rushing on to Shea Hope. And he was looking to hit that somewhere over mid-wicket, playing across the line. And Ben Mike, as Nenny Archibald was saying, continues to be a wicket-taking option. That was a poor shot. It wasn't even there for the shot. And Hope has to go.
Yeah, Hope, very tame dismissal. At the end of it all, Ben Mike picks up another wicket. And typically, Vinod, a lot of time when a batsman gets stuck up by one of those pulled shots, it has to do with a little bit of extra pace that is not anticipated. And so Shea Hope has to go. His 33 for 2. Ben Mike strikes.
Yeah, when the previous delivery came on to him quicker than he anticipated, that should have given him the knowledge that, you know, I have to look at this guy. I have to watch this guy. He could be deceptive. And the score remains 33 for 2 now. Another wicket has fallen. Milind Kumar, the man comes in. I like to look at him. He's a very classy player.
Yeah, Milind Kumar, out of the Philadelphians minor league team. He captains that team, having played, I understand, briefly at the IPL level first class in India. And will come in to face Ben Mike, 33 for 2. Things have gone pretty well here for both teams.
Well, Ben Mike is really turning things immediately in favor of the Clarion County, because although they would have taken a wicket early on, the rapid start by Ben Dunk would have pushed them onto the back foot. Now, that wicket by Big Mike, Ben Mike is operating like Big Mike today, that has really brought things, I'll say, a lot in a more even position. Again, this back of a length, hard lengths being bowled here by Ben Mike, and I think that's impressive.
Yeah, Ben Mike has started pretty well to get the wicket of Shea Hope. And if you look at Ben Mike, he doesn't have a similar action of his of Odin Smith, who's on the opposite side. But he's bowled with some bit of pace. His accuracy has been good. He's kept the ball on one side of the pitch, and he's dismissed Shea Hope. Yes, Vinod, I agree with you. 9, 10 and over. But you want to see a balance. The couple of wickets, that may make the balance.
Short and wide, and he goes! Wow! Milind Kumar slashing outside the off stump, and that, to me, was a delivery that he should have dealt with a lot better. It was short. It was moving away from him, and he could have easily gotten underneath that one. Look at it. Milind Kumar goes, and that's a big, big breakthrough there. Big Mike continues to strike.
Yeah, a couple of wickets in this over. And I thought that it's a Hayden Walsh at the point area that would have taken the catch. And not the man you want to mess with. So Milind Kumar is gone without scoring. And so 3 down is 33 for 3.
Well, disappointment written on the face there of Milind Kumar. The ball was there for the shot, but he chose the wrong shot. Should have gotten underneath that and looked to put it over point. We're still in the power play. Now the West Indian player Yannick Carrier is going to come in, and Carrier might be a good foil for Ben Dung because he can rotate the strike, he can show some solidity at the top, and allow Dunk to play his own game.
Yes, Vinod, and when you look at what the bowlers will have in as Karaya comes to the middle, two left-handers out in the middle. And just coming back to the dismissal of Milind Kumar, one of the fielders in the Caribbean or perhaps in the world you would not want to hit the ball to, and that's Hayden Walsh. He's regarded as one of the best in the world, best in the Caribbean for sure. And he's not the type of man that you will probably want to give a chance to. And we saw a lovely shot from Milind Kumar when it left the bat, but interrupted by the safe hands of Hayden Walsh. 3 down there, 33 on the board, two left-handers out in the middle. And Ben Mike a double strike in this over.
Well, I like this bit of captaincy by Taylor. He's putting pressure on the new batsman. He has that first slip in place. And Ben Mike will continue.
So Ben Dunk, we haven't seen him in this, might have seen him in this over, just getting a single, and a lot has happened while he's standing at the non-striker's end.
Carrier hits this airborne, just out of the reach of Bramble. What is going on out there? Again, that one rushed on to him. Carrier must have seen what Ben Mike is doing. He's deceptive. The ball is coming on quicker than they're anticipating. That's uncharacteristic there of Carrier.
I got to be surprised at the shot selection here from Yannick Carrier, realizing a couple of wickets in the over. And he's playing one of those risky looking shots. So 4 gone, 34 for 3.
Well, Benjamin Mike could have easily gotten 3 wickets in that over. Clarion County up against it now, but Ben Dunk is still there. We're going to see Shufi and Rutherford taking up the attack from the far end.
Yes, Vinod, another player that comes out of Guyana. I made mention along with Bramble, Kevin Sinclair, Chandrapal Hemraj, and Romario Shepherd. This Masters team has given a strong Guyanese flavor. 34 for 3, they're doing well.
I'm surprised that Rutherford gets the ball before Romario Shepherd. Well, let's see how he goes.
The fact is, Romario has 5 wickets coming into this game. Sherfain has only 1, but they have opted to go for the medium pacer. Ben Mike has done well for them. 2 for 2 in his first over. Kevin Sinclair has gone none for 17 in his one. And Jesse Singh has gone 1 for 16 in 1 for 15 in 2. So the fourth bowler being used here by Stephen Taylor.
And this is what Kyra is good with. He's going to rotate that strike and leave the hitting to Big Ben.
So Ben Dunk has been out of strike for some time. Would have seen the fall of Milind Kumar. Would have seen the fall of Shea Hope. And now he gets a chance to face Sherfain Rutherford. Up until that point, Vinod, he has looked pretty aggressive, pretty solid, pretty confident. And it's been some time we haven't seen him on strike. He comes in now at 35 for 3.
Yeah, we've seen that when players are starved of strike, they normally get themselves in problems because they try to overdo it. There he is looking to pull, and probably a bit on the high side.
Yeah, might have been sliding down the leg side also. So how beneficial is it to the bowler, Vinod, bowling to 2 left-handers? You get a little bit more time to concentrate on one side of the pitch.
Yeah, and I think that is a definite advantage for Rutherford here on this occasion. Just trundling in. Looks pretty innocuous running up. This time it's in the air! And the catch should be taken. The fielder has taken a wonderful catch.
So Stephen Taylor has to wait a long time for the ball to come down. Initially may have misjudged it a little bit, and that's what makes it an excellent catch. Ball in the air from Ben Dunk, top edged. And look at this. Call for it. And towards the end, misjudged it slightly, and that one makes it more excellent, Vinod. He held on for dear life.
Yeah, he took it over his head. And that is what I want to agree with you there, Lenny. That made it special. The fact that, I haven't seen a ball go so high in this tournament. That really went high. I think that that might have brought down a couple of those birds with it. They're probably wondering what is going on down there as that one went skywards. I think that airport control might have been issuing a message to incoming flights at the nearby Fort Lauderdale airport that there is a missile in the air. It came back down and the Taylor was able to deal with it 35 for 4.
Yeah, what a performance we're seeing from the Masters team. Excellent catch from Stephen Taylor. And just coming back to the catch, Vinod, a lot of time you take a look at this one. A lot of time you practice to take the ball in your chest. And look at this one. Just misjudging it slightly, but he held on to it over his head. I'm pretty sure if that was a drop catch, then we probably would have to say that Stephen Taylor did not do the basic, and that is to catch the ball in front of your eyes rather than over your head. But in the end, he held on for dear life. Jonathan Fu comes to the middle.
Well, I think what happened there, every time the ball goes in the air and stays in the air for some time, normally there's a wobble. And it tends to move about. And Taylor was still able to adjust. And, you know, in the end, although he was taking it behind his head, somehow he still looked comfortable in doing it. There was some sort of safety, there was some sort of stability with him still. As you can see in the distance, a plane goes taking off. I think that plane was due to take off a minute ago. And the distance that ball went into the air, the pilot had to stop and wait.
So Carrier comes in to strike. And say what you want about Sherfane Rutherford. He's picked up the big wicket of Ben Dunk.
Well, I've seen three very injudicious shots that has led to 2 wickets falling. I saw that was a similar shot that Shea Hope played to get dismissed. Carrier played the similar shot just out of the reach of Bramble. And Ben Dunk said, let me try to show you guys how to play it. And he got out.
So
pulling a deliveries that it's not too short for the shot. Those balls are just not there for that shot. But Rutherford is still in operation. Struck on the pad. Probably got an inside edge. Let's have a look.
So Sherfane Rutherford would have picked up 1 so far. Countryman Jonathan Fu. Yeah, might have been sliding down the leg side. Good call from the umpire. 37 for 4. So Benjamin Mike continues. Ball outside the off stumper, playing a miss, and the ball goes through to Anthony Bramble. 37 for 4. We've seen a very good performance from the Masters so far, and interestingly, Masters would have just made it outside of their regular group. And it's ironic that they would have won against this very team, Clarion County Asia United. Quarter-final up for semi-final up for grab. We've seen very good bowling from Ben Mike so far. Impressive bowling figures, 2 for 2. So 38 for 4. We've seen the dismissal of Ben Dunk, Mukhtar Ahmed, Shea Hope, and Milind Kumar. We've seen a couple of wickets from Ben Mike, one from Sherfane Rutherford, and also one from Jesse Singh. 38 for 4. Clarion County Asia United, they've been sent in here. Toss won by Stephen Taylor out of Masters. Ball worked into the onside. Runs here for Yannick Carrier, running up towards the wide mid-on boundary. John Ross Campbell did well to get to the ball, but not successful, and that has gone away for 4. Good-looking shot from Yannick Carrier. On-driven pretty well. That's a good-looking shot. Finds the gap. And 4 runs off the bat of Yannick Carrier. Score goes up to 42 for 4. So we've already seen 3 semi-finalists already decided. Saw yesterday the work of Stallions X, Samp Army, and Dallas All-Stars. Dallas All-Stars. A fine batting performance from Shamar Springer. We had to wait until the final ball to call that one. And in the end, Dallas All-Star has made it into the final 4. We're still waiting on the result of this one. And then we'll find the 4 teams. The last 4 teams, Vinod, 12 would have come to the starting line on Monday morning. We're down to almost the final 4.
The final quarterfinal here. Driving in the air, he's gone. Carrier driving with his head in the air. And what a team dismissal. Mike strikes again. 3 for 6 now.
So take a look at this one. It doesn't get easier than this. Ben Mike in the slot. And Yannick Carrier not realizing that they have lost 4 wickets already. Straight into the hands of Jesse Singh. Very easy catch. And what's happening here to the Clarion County Asia United? They're batting a 42 for 5. Shot selection, I tell you.
Yeah, shot selection has been their downfall today. The bowling has not been so terrific that they should be in this situation. Yes, Mike has bowled some beautiful deliveries. The first wicket to fall today, that of Mukhtar Ahmed. I thought that was unfortunate. Not really getting an edge on and the umpire sending him. But apart from that, what Mike is doing is just rushing them. He's rushing the batsmen. But that last delivery was not a good delivery for Mike. It was wide outside the off stump. And the Carrier, instead of driving it along the ground, he decided to try to beat mid-off, because I think being in the power play and being in the last over of the power play dictated that shot. He wanted to maximize. But your team is in a situation where they have lost 4 wickets and you have so many overs to go. Forget the power play for now.
And the fact is, Vinod, we're playing at the Broward, the beautiful international facility of the Broward County Stadium that has a running scoreboard that tells you that you're batting a 42 for 4. You're in over number 6. Yannick Carrier has played enough cricket to know another couple of balls will take you out of the power play. Generally, what team does is to spread the field a little bit more, a little bit more liberty to play some of those inside shots. And here he is driving straight on the up into the hands of Jesse Singh. A very tame drive.
What makes it worse, Lenny, is the fact that with the field spread, it would have played into his hands and his game, which is nudging the ball around, looking for the twos, looking for the singles. I just couldn't understand. I can't understand this situation. Their coach probably at this point in time must be livid. Take nothing away from Mike, though. He's bowling well. Ooh,
so Odin Smith comes to the middle, greeted with a short ball.
Mike reminds me somewhat of Adam Sanford. Strong. So he's taken 3 wickets to add to his 5. He has 8 now. Your favorite bowler is on top with 12.
Yeah, Salman Irshad. We saw him bowling last night in the stadium. Very accurate. He has space. A little bit of slinger malinga. But we're watching Ben Mike. Strong performance from him so far. 3 for 8. And Odin Smith gets a good ball. 6 gone is 42 for 5.
Here's Mike again. And this is cut away nicely. This should run away for 4. Good shot. Just leaning back, allowing that one to come on to him and not pushing hard at it. And that's the approach you should take on a track like this with a bowler like this who's rushing you. Look at it. He just waited on the ball to come on.
Yes, Vinod, you're right on that. When you play the ball along the carpet, you're eliminating so much risk on the shot. 6 gone is 46 for 5.
So we're back here, 47 for 5. Jonathan Fu, another Guyanese, is in the mix. And he's playing for Clarion County, though. And we've had lovely weather here in Central Broward. This is the number 8. And we haven't seen a drop of rain, a drop of water. I just spent 10 days in Abu Dhabi, at the Abu Dhabi T10. And I didn't see rain, obviously. So I'm thinking I'm still in the same position. That's 18, 19 days without rain. The next time I see rain, I may run out and take all my clothes off and start a dance.
Yes, Vinod, Saturday there was a 40% chance of rain at about 4 p.m. But all we saw was some dark clouds for like 20 minutes, and that was gone.
Oh, that's a good ball. Just outside the off stump. Back of a length. Smith just pushing at it.
So Odin Smith, a long way to go in terms of the innings coming to an end. 82 balls remaining here. Many times you don't factor in your number 7 batsman with so many balls remaining. And all because we've seen a very good performance from Ben Mike, 3 for 12. 1 from Jesse Singh and also 1 from Sharfain Rutherford.
So Smith not trying to overdo it. Trying to bat properly. Seems to understand the situation. He understands what's going on there.
And the irony about this matchup, Vinod, is that the Masters we saw struggled in their couple of opening games. They lost both of those games. And their only win in the preliminary stages is against Clarion County. So that's the ironic thing. And the fact is, the only loss for Clarion County is at the hands of Masters. So this is a virtual final. A final within a quarterfinal to see who not only go up to the semi-final stage, but this has so much riding on it.
Yeah, one would have thought that Clarion County would want to exact revenge. That should be signaled wide, and it is.
So the 50 is up. And we've seen a couple of wides in the innings so far.
'50's up. '50's also up on the back of Rutherford.
Yeah, the winner here will join the likes of Stallions X, Samp Army, and also Dallas All Stars, who pulled off a stunner last night.
Yeah, well, it's Dallas All Stars against Samp Army. That's the next matchup today. Oh, that's a handsome shot. He should be looking to come back for 2. Oh, that was poor running there by Odin Smith. That was supposed to be 2. So in the absence of boundaries, you look to maximize your running. Yes, so it's Sampami against Dallas in the next game here. That's the first semi-final. And then the second semi-final this evening, we will see the winner of this clash coming up against the X, Stallion X, yes. Thanks a lot, Lenny. Not a bad delivery. Probably going down the leg side. Let's wait on the umpire. Signals leg by. And let's have a look at the replay.
Yeah, one of the ball well pitched up here from Sherfin Rutherford.
Definitely going down the leg side.
So
Fu would know a thing or two about him.
Yes, Vinod, they've played a lot of cricket against each other and together. With a guy in a unit, 53 for 5 at the end of 7. Fu and Odin Smith out in the middle. So Hayden Walsh given the ball. And we'll come in here 53 for 5. Still 78 balls to be bowled. Jonathan Fu and Odin Smith out in the middle. Still lots of cricket left in this game. Vinod, Hayden Walsh, top competitor. One of the best in the field.
Let's see how Fu faces up to him. Fu would be very adept at facing spinners coming out of Guyana. He's back, cuts, down to backward point, Taylor is there.
And the fact is, Vinod, when you look at Jonathan Fu, the man behind the stumps, Anthony Bramble, they come from the same local club in Guyana, Berbice, Albion. Not too sure if you've gone to Albion.
Yes, I've been there.
And also another player that plays in this tournament, also from Albion, Gudakesh Moti, very strong club, a club that has rich legacy, produced some top Guyanese players. And so the likes of Anthony Bramble and Jonathan Fu, Gudakesh Moti is on the opposite side, all from Albion.
Is that your local club as well, Lenny, when you were in Guyana?
I played for GCC, Border.
The top club. The cream of the crop, man.
Yeah, GCC, man. Georgetown Cricket Club, Border.
Yeah, I went recently past my the border cricket ground, and I think it needs to probably do some work. Hopefully that'll be done soon, and they can still look to protect and revive a facility that who knows, with Super 50. Now with Super 50 you need 2 venues, and this is why it has been played in Trinidad and Antigua so many times. Guyana can then make a stake for Providence and Border. And even outside of that, local cricket finals and stuff could be played at Border, because to be honest, there's a certain vibe, there's a certain feeling to Border that I don't get at Providence.
Yeah, they've got Border, they've got Providence. A lot of matches also played at Everest. So the 8th over comes to a close. 58 for 5. Clarion County haven't been sent in.
Hayden Walsh Jr.
So after 8 overs, it's 58 for 5. Sherfin Rutherford will continue. Let's look at his bowling figures. 2 over knowing 1 for 10. Maybe 1 for 8.
1 for 8, yeah. He's done good work. And he deserves to continue. I think they should bowl him out. That's a wide, the second wide that he has bowled.
So testing the deck is Sharfin Rutherford. And the umpire deeming that it's an unfair delivery. That's one of the things with T20 cricket, Vinod. In addition, you're trying to restrict the batsman to score. The rule of the game or the laws of the game kind of tells you you've got to give him a fair opportunity to score. And that's where that's the issue with the wide. And so a short ball that the umpire deemed was an unfair delivery. The batsman not able to score on a ball like that. And this one is guided towards the wide-ish third man area, 60 for 5.
So partnership so far of 18 may not seem as much, but in the context of a 42 for 5, it is. It's a mini recovery.
So driven into the offside, only a single. And a single that brings Jonathan Fu back on strike. Yes, we were making the point. We saw some ill-advised shot from the likes of Ben Dong. Top-edged one so high that Stephen Taylor had to wait a long time for it to come down. Shea Hope, I thought, might have been surprised by the pace of the delivery. And then, of course, we saw Milind Kumar straight into the hands of Hayden Walsh at point. And Yannick Carrier perhaps continued the trend of playing a shot when they were 4 down. And so 62 for 5 here.
So we're closing in at the halfway stage. They need to do some consolidation here.
And you get the feeling Odin Smith and Jonathan Fu realizing that they'll need to stick around for some time, knock it into open spaces when the power plays are done. And this is a big facility, big grounds, big gaps. And they're still going over 7 runs and over. And we know Odin Smith and Jonathan Fu can turn it on. They could give the ball a tap. But you want to take the game deep. You don't want to lose another wicket at this stage.
Oh, that's cheeky. Gets one as Mike stops it.
Yeah, good looking shot from Jonathan Fu, just guiding a ball. Ben Mike was having a very good day, came around just restricting the batsman to only a couple of runs. And the fact is, Vinod, when you look at 65 for 5, you know the next man that comes out, you're into the all-rounders. You're into the all-rounders. You're into the bowlers who could bat. The likes of Mark Adair, of course, out of Ireland. Gudakesh Moti, we've seen him on the CPL circuit. He could give the ball a tap. Roman Reyes.
That's a first-class 100, Moti.
Yeah, Roman Reyes has played at the international level. So, some batting to come. Good bit of fielding, good bit of work in the deep. And that will complete over number 9 is 67 for 5. So Hayden Walsh will continue. First of all, would have gone for 5. Quality over from Hayden Walsh. We're beginning to see a rebuild of the innings. A 25-run partnership so far. Both Jonathan Fu and Odin Smith have come out realizing that there's a lot of time left in this game. 66 balls still to be bowled. And between the two out in the middle, we've only seen one boundary off the bat of Odin Smith. As Hayden Walsh continues. And the ball punched into the offside, and there's a single run, and Hayden Walsh comes from a cricketing family, Vinod.
Yeah.
Recalled Vaughan Walsh.
Out of Antigua.
I remember when we were following Shell Shield cricket, the name comes to mind, Vaughan Walsh. I think he was a fast bowler, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And we've seen some spouses and relatives of cricket players in the Caribbean and at the US Open. Mark Dial, for example. I recall his dad, Dion Narayan Dial.
Yeah, he played a couple of matches for Trinidad.
Cut away. That's a lovely shot from Jonathan Fu, running up towards the third man boundary. And Chandrapal Hemraj gives up the chase. Fast outfield. And that has gone away for 4. 2 boundaries in this partnership. A good looking shot from Jonathan Fu.
But then again, you can see Fu not looking to go hard, not looking to push out at the delivery. He's allowing it to come back. He's playing it as late as possible. And there's our cameraman, Chris. First time he has ever fielded a cricket ball in his life. did pretty well. And it's now 72 for 5. But again, it underscores the point of understanding the pitch, understanding the situation. And, you know, I was very impressed with that shot from Fu.
It's a good, clever batting here from Jonathan Fu and Odin Smith. They've pushed the partnership up to 30. What has been the hallmark of this partnership, Vinod? They've taken the risk away, not allowing the opposition to perhaps get another wicket. All along the carpet, both Odin Smith and Jonathan Fu. And how much risk do you eliminate when you play the ball flat on the ground, Vinod?
Well, you eliminate everything 100%, because you know you're not giving that opportunity. And this is why I was so disappointed with Clarion. I thought Clarion should have driven that along the ground. You know, what Clarion should have been doing is what these two are doing now. They're knocking the ball around. These are 2 explosive batsmen. Jonathan Fu on his day could be very dangerous. I haven't seen it in a little while, but he could be. And Odin Smith, well, we all know what he could do.
And the fact is, Vinod, you look at this ground, any tap into the onside, soft hands, you're getting a single. This one peels off the outside edge. Can't score this time. Odin Smith, that's a quality delivery from Hayden Walsh.
Yeah, that's a good comeback there by Walsh. He's come back well since that 4.
Yeah, but you look at the open spaces. So much singles on offer. So driven into the offside. It engages Sharfin Rutherford. So 10 gone, the halfway stage. They're batting a 74 for 5. And that's the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium. This is quarterfinal number 4. And the winner here will play later on in the afternoon. 74 for 5 at the end of 10. So Sharfin Rutherford begins over number 11, starts with a dot ball. And Odin Smith and Jonathan Fu has put up a good partnership so far. It's a 32-run partnership. And it's come off 27 ball, Vinod, so they've done better than run a ball. A bit of repair damage, and then, of course, want to push on from here. Oh, pulled away into the hands of John Ross Campbell. And a juggling act comes to an end here for Odin Smith. The partnership finally comes to an end. Odin Smith gone, a juggle by John Ross Campbell.
Well, look who strikes. That man Rutherford again. Well, there he is. He's just having some fun here on this Monday morning. So it was just helped away around the corner by Odin Smith, a la Gordon Greenwich. One leg off the ground, and in the end, the catch was taken. John Ross made a meal of it, but he was able to hold on. So that's a big breakthrough. 12 of 14, and it's 74 for 6.
So Mark Adair comes to the middle. Man who comes out of Ireland. We've seen quite a few Irish players here. Vinod, the likes of Andy Balbirnie, the current Ireland captain. We saw Barry McCarthy playing for one of the teams. We also saw George Dockrell, Harry Tector. Among the runs in this tournament, Harry Tector. Also,
Harry Tector's look good.
Also, we would have seen Lorcan Tucker, Garrett Delany. And now comes Mark Adair. So they've come from all across the world to grace the 14th edition of the US Open in 2022. And Mark Adair comes in here with 58 balls remaining. So Sherfane Rutherford has picked up a couple of wickets so far. The ball defended back to Sherfane Rutherford, 74 for 6. They've lost Odin Smith not too long ago. The big partnership of 32 came to an end. And the ironic thing, Vinod, one of the first shots we've seen for a long time going in the air, went into the hands of John Ross Campbell. And after some anxious moment of a juggling act, he held on for dear life. 74 for 6 here. So we got 56 balls still to be bowled. Wide is the call again. We're seeing the umpires calling Sherfane Rutherford every time he digs the ball in short.
Well, that would have really been a great effort. You had to put in a great amount of effort onto that, because look at the height over there.
So still batting to come. Roman Reyes, Abu Rahi, Gudakesh Moti still to come. So ball cut away into the offside. Easy single. Kevin Sinclair posted in the deep. And they're going just over 7 runs and over here, Vinod. Still 56 balls remaining. We're in the 11th. And Sherfane Rutherford joins Ben Mike. Ben Mike 3 wickets. Sherfane Rutherford a couple of wickets. And we've seen one from Jesse Singh. Turn into the onside from Jonathan Fu. He's playing a very good hand, Jonathan Fu. You look at his card there. He's up to 18 valuable runs so far. 77 for 6.
He's been very mature in his approach, Jonathan Fu. I like his approach. Seems to understand the situation. He's thinking on his feet.
So ball turned away into the direction of John Ross Campbell. That will complete over number 11, and after 11 is 78 for 6.
So it's going to be Ian Walsh to continue. 2 for 12 hasn't been bad, his 2 overs at all. And they continue to keep this stranglehold on the innings. There's a slip in place now in Chandrapal Hemraj. Driving in the air. It's going to drop short of Mike. Do you think Lenny Mike should have bowled out?
Yeah, still some bowling options. We haven't seen Romario Shepherd. We haven't seen Chandrapal Hemraj, who has done some bowling in this series for them. So I want to think that they have bowling option. Kevin Sinclair, he's only bowled one. Pulled away through the onside. And Jesse Singh makes a very good run around. Only a single.
I continue to be impressed with the approach of Jonathan Fu. 19 of 18. So it's 80 for 6, over number 12 in progress. Oh, That was the wrong one. And they're looking to take a quick single. Shepherd was quick.
Yeah, the feeling has been good also.
But you know, the effort of the bowlers, given the score as well, will lift the fielders. They'll be on their toes. As you can see, Taylor just applauding Shepherd.
Yeah, speaking of Taylor, he's another bowling option. We haven't seen used a lot in this tournament so far, but he has bowled at the international level for the US on several occasions. So still so many bowling options here for Stephen Taylor. I'm pretty sure Kevin Sinclair will be given another over. Romario Shepherd has not bowled yet.
Speaking about playing at the international level for the USA, so too did this man, Hayden Walsh. Then opted to play for the West Indies. These days he has found himself to be out of favor.
Yeah, Hayden Walsh is a quality player. Might have been rediscovered by the West Indies because of his exploits with the US international team.
And he pulls this down. So short, but it's skidded through. So another good over by Hayden Walsh. Just the 5 runs coming off it. At the end of 12, it's 82 for 6.
So 12 gone, 83 for 6. Chandrapal Hemraj has been given the ball, so he comes in here with 48 balls remaining. Will come into bowl to Mark Adair. Jonathan Fu has batted well for 20 so far. And we now come down to over number 13. Here is Chandrapal Hemraj. The ball cut away into the offside. Romario Shepherd moves around smartly to his left and prevent any chance of scoring. So wonderful day here at the Broward County Stadium. Lovely sunshine. Cut away. That's a good looking shot. But in the region of Hayden Walsh, and not too much you'll get going close to Hayden Walsh. Makes a very good stop. So 3 dot balls in a row here off the bowling of Chandrapal Hemraj. Quality stuff from him. Good start. We've got 45 balls remaining in this innings. Mark Adair out of Ireland on strike. Oh, he tries the switch hit shot that doesn't go too well, and it goes through to Bramble.
No need for that. No, absolutely no need for that at this point in time. Had he stood his ground, he might have been able to maneuver the ball down somewhere behind point or even down to third man. That was wider, and he could have easily gotten it away to get a run and also to eliminate that risk. Hemraj, like that, easy as that.
Yeah, quality over from Chandrapal Hemraj. Over that only gave up 1 run at the end. 13 gone, it's 84 for 6. So Walsh continues. Mark Adair remains on 6. Jonathan Fu on 20. It's 84 for 6. 41 balls still to come. So ball worked into the onside. Easy single here from Mark Adair. So some ways to go here for Clarion County. They've lost 6 wickets so far. And this is the last quarter-final game. We get into the semi-final after this one. 1:45. We will see the first semi-final of this tournament. Struck into the onside. Ben Mike makes a very good save. He's having a very good day. They pick up a single. And they're going 6.3 and over 39 balls remaining. And Ben Mike would have done well to keep this ball in play. He's had a lot of work to do at the mid-on position. Into the onside. Ben Mike comes around, drops the catch. Got both hands to the ball, did well to get to the ball, but in the end could not hold on. And Mark Adair survives the chance. Let's take a look at this one, Vinod.
Yeah, I mean, he was chipping down the ground. Didn't really get hold of it. Oh, I think that should have been taken there by Mike. Probably needs to try one of the sunglasses that our sponsor is giving downstairs. This time he's in the air, and the catch has been taken, has it? Hemraj. Let's wait and see. Seems to have injured himself. Oh my. We'll have to wait and see. The medics are running out there. But in the interim, he has to go. Jonathan Fu is gone. So, let's have a look.
Yeah, it would be a magnificent catch here from Chandra Paul Hemraj. Look at that. Outside edge. And he times the dive pretty well. Held on to the ball.
Wow. What a catch.
A magnificent catch from Chandra Paul Hemraj. The main thing, he held on to the ball. But now he's being attended to by the physio. Great catch from Chandra Paul Hemraj. 87 for 7.
One hopes that he'll be okay. What an effort there by Hemraj. And I'm feeling... So Hemraj takes the catch to dismiss Fu. And at this point in time, I'm feeling like if I'm looking at cricket that I flut. Because here comes Moti now. I'm sitting next to a Guyanese. A Guyanese just took the catch to dismiss a Guyanese batsman. A Guyanese walks out, and I'm listening to a Guyanese describe it.
So 87 for 7. Gudakesh Moti comes to the middle.
Even our producer Roddy is a Guyanese.
Mark Adair is on 8. And Hayden Walsh has picked up his first wicket. So it's all happening here at Broward County Stadium. Quarter-final game. And Hayden Walsh, tidy over from him so far. Only 3 runs off this over. And over when he picked up the wicket of Jonathan Fu. A brilliant catch from Chandra Paul Hemraj. And good to see Chandra Paul Hemraj. He comes back into the slip area. Seems pretty okay for now, but what a catch from Chandra Paul Hemraj. 87 for 7.
You know, I've always had good thoughts about Hemraj. This is hiked away, 1 bounce into the boundary for 4, splitting backward square and a deep mid wicket.
Yeah, good shot from Gudakesh Moti, very brave. He's facing his first ball with 7 wickets down, and he's come out with a very good shot over square leg. Well executed in the end. Seven wickets down, first ball. And look at that, very confident shot over the onside.
I said before that Moti is no slouch with the bat. He has a first class 100 to his name. So, don't rule him out. Gudakesh Moti can high. Is he not carrying the can high again? I was told he's not carrying the can high again. I don't know if you know. You normally do a lot of research. You didn't research that one. Okay. Good old Lenny's on the spot here this morning.
So Jesse Singh comes back into the attack. 2 overs no made, 1 for 16. In fact, 1 for 14.
He's the mark. That's a good shot. That is a shot I'll pay money to see. Bang! Into the Mack TV sign. 6 runs.
Yeah, good pickup here from Mark Adair. In the middle of the bat. Take a look at this one. Pitched up. And look at that.
Ooh.
Perfect bat flow from Mark Adair. And that has gone a long way straight at the base of the side screen. And that has gone for 6. That's a good shot from Mark Adair.
As Lenny likes to see, a good looking shot there. Sing. Oh, that's that lovely shot. Power and then finesse.
Yeah, good placement here from Mark Adair to the left of Ben Mike. And the ball traveling so quickly, Ben Mike couldn't get it wrong in time. And so a couple of big shots here from Mark Adair, 10 in a couple of balls. And things are on the way here. The 100 comes up here for the Clarion County Asia United team. 101 for 7. 34 balls still to be bowled. And Jesse Singh, a couple of big shots in this over off his bowling. And no ball eased into the onside. Easy single here as Gudakesh Moti comes into strike. It's 102 for 7 in the 15th over being bowled here by Jesse Singh. So we saw last night Dallas All-Stars squeezing into the semi-final. They will take on Samp Army at 1:45. And the evening game will see Stallion X, the likes of Shahan, Jahangir and company. They will come up against the winner of this game.
Yeah, I like to see Shahan Jahangir bat. What a player. Would have been on the Trident's roster at CPL some years back. Saw him in Tampa at the MCL earlier this season, and he really dominated that tournament. He and Nasir Khan. Nasir Khan is on the Samp Army roster, hasn't gotten a game yet, but those two, they really dominated. And would you believe another player who scored heavily in that tournament? If I tell you, you'll fall off your chair. Mack Qureshi. The three top batsmen in that tournament were Shahan Jahangir, Nasir Ahmad, and Mack Qureshi.
So ball into the offside. Easy single here for Gudakesh Moti. And so Stallions X will play the winner of this game, and that's the day and night game later on this afternoon, 5:30. Jesse Singh has given up 12 in this over so far. This is the last of the quarter-final clash. And then we go to the last 4. 12 teams would have assembled here on a Monday morning, Vinod, and we come down to the last 4.
Well, we're down to the last 5 right now.
Mm.
And in an hour and a half time, we'll be down to 4. It's back, pulling it away powerfully. There'll be the feeling there by good old John Ross.
So 15 gone, it's 104 for 7. Mark Adair and Gudakesh Moti out in the middle. And we've got 30 balls remaining, 104 for 7. So Kevin Sinclair comes back into the attack. First over wouldn't have gone too well, Vinod. Took apart by Ben Dunk, but Ben Dunk has long gone into the shade.
I like that. Into the shade. Everyone is looking for the shade. I was told, though, this morning on the way down to the ground, I was listening to one of the local stations. I think it's 93.7. They were saying that this weekend, the weekend coming, will be freezing here in South Florida. It'll be in the 70s.
Well, I'll be going back to New York, where I understand last night it was a bit of flurry.
Yeah.
And our good old friend George was telling me in Connecticut they had snow.
Yeah, he showed me. And you're quite right with what's happening in New York. Actually, my wife is there at the moment, and she told me that there is snow, very light, not on the ground though. It stayed only on the vehicles. How does that happen though, Lenny? Give me a lesson.
Oh man, I can't tell you.
Okay, Lenny will come back to me with that. Here's Sinclair, and he has adopted a nice line here. So I'm worried for some of the people here in South Florida. If it's going to freeze, I know they're not accustomed to that. This time he's down the ground, crashing into the pad. Sinclair's come back nicely here. I'm not worried about Roddy Lalman though, because he has insulation. I'm worried about Mongal. He has no insulation.
And Nikolai.
Yes, and my good friend Sean Lalman. I'm worried about those guys. I'm not worried about Roddy. Roddy takes care of himself.
So quality over from Kevin Sinclair comes to an end. Just a couple of runs off that over. In contrast to what happened earlier on in his first over, he gave up 17. 2 in this over, 16 gone. It's 107 for 7. So Stephen Taylor, the captain, comes into the attack. Vinod?
Yeah, well, you were calling for him, and you know you carry a lot of weight in U.S. cricket. So these guys, they have to bow to your demand.
So many bowling options here for Stephen Taylor and the Masters team.
Still no Shepherd.
And Stephen Taylor will be the 7th bowler being used here by Masters.
Why is there no Shepherd? Can't be injured. He has been out there.
So no Romario Shepherd. It's 107 for 7, 24 balls still to be bowled. Mark Adair has played a very good hand for 22. Gudakesh Moti has supported well. We saw first ball boundary.
I think Taylor probably realizes that pace off is going to help, but we're in the back end of the innings when normally the faster bowlers comes in with the variation, and Shepherd has variation.
So ball worked into the onside, could pick up a single here. And the fact is, Vinod, we haven't seen a second spell from Ben Mike. He's picked up 3 for 11. So many bowling options here from Stephen Taylor.
I think Mike is definitely going to come back. At some point in time, he is going to come back.
Hayden Walsh and Sherfane Rutherford would have completed their 4 allotted overs. So you will have to look from the likes of Ben Mike himself. He's going to bowl 1 here.
Oh, it's in the air, and good old Taylor strikes. Ben Mike takes the catch. You can't keep Ben Mike out of this game. He takes the catch, and Taylor strikes. Yet, let me look at this. Yet, another one of those shots where the ball is not short enough to play a pull shot. And yet you see a shot like that. I'm disappointed in Moti because Moti has the ability to bat. And 4 overs is a lot of balls.
So Gudakesh Moti is gone. It's 109 for 8. Mark Adair still out in the middle. And we're down to the last 2 batters here. In fact, the last man in could be Roman Reyes as he comes to the middle, former international star out of Pakistan. And he comes in here with 21 balls remaining. This is a very good performance from the Masters team.
It's an excellent performance. When I saw Taylor take the ball just now, I thought that Taylor probably tells himself, this is a foregone conclusion, let me get in some bowling ahead of the semi-finals. But cricket is a funny game, Runs on the board are runs on the board.
Yeah, Stephen.
And as tournaments progress, scoreboard pressure gets heavier. In a preliminary round game, 108 might exert a little pressure. In a knockout, 108 will exert a lot more pressure.
So Roman Reis comes in here with 21 balls remaining, balls skied high in the air, and my relevant of saying skied high in the air, prior to October the 1st, batsman would have crossed, allow Mark Adair to be the one facing, but not anymore.
Well, a lot depends on Adair now, and what Roman Reis, I looked at that shot, and that's good. That's good. All he needs to do is to try to get Mark Adair on strike. And Mark Adair playing a reverse sweep. Now, there's a chance to run out. Roman Reis is home. I think what they should do here, even if they don't get a boundary, is to try to bat out the balls. Runs will come.
So 20 balls remaining.
Give me a prediction, Lenny. I know since you won the lotto a couple of years ago, you've stopped predicting things, but give me a prediction.
122.
122. I'll go for 127.
So Stephen Taylor, quality over from him so far. And over that hose has only conceded 4 runs. Tidy one from Stephen Taylor. And at the end of 17, is it the end of the over? I think it is. It's 111 for 8. 111 for 8. So welcome back at the Central Broward County Stadium.
So it's Nelson. My good friend Roddy Lalman. Let me just inform him that it's Nelson. I don't know if you knew this. For this tournament, he has been hopping on one leg every time the score is on Nelson.
Yes, Vinod, and we were talking about the Nelson. Do you know how that came about?
No, I don't know, but I know David Shepard used to hop, and now I know he has passed on. Roddy is hopping.
So the story goes, there was a French general by the name of Nelson. And loved cricket, and he was a cricket umpire. And the story says that he had one eye, one arm, and one leg. Check it out.
1-1-1.
1-1-1. Don't know about the leg part. There's some dispute on that. Smashed into the onside from Mark Adair. And that has gone for a maximum. Good strike from Mark Adair towards the end here. 16 balls remaining, and that's gone for 6.
I think that Taylor is missing the plot here. He needs to get his faster bowlers on. The slower bowlers normally don't operate at this point, at this juncture in the innings. And Adair is really looking to take advantage. Oh, that's nice. He's going to get one.
When I was traveling here, Vinod, I noticed a lot of 13s were playing with me. I'm going back on the 13th of December. My seat on JetBlue was 13A. Wonder why. This one into the offside, and they'll pick up another run. Mark Adair is playing a very good hand here. Roman Reis has supported well, and every run will count. We've seen 9 runs in this over so far from Chandrapal Hemraj. His first over would have gone for only 1. And we come down to the last 14 balls. Mark Adair playing a miss, and the ball goes through to Anthony Bramble. So we're coming down towards the end. 13 balls remaining here, Vinod.
Well, I'm surprised that with the team struggling for runs, the Clarion County Asia United, the 2 men who could have given them that impetus, could have given them some runs in Jesse Bhutan and Terence Hines, they're not in their lineup.
Yeah, the last man coming will be Abu Rahi out of Bangladesh. He's played international cricket for Bangladesh. He's having a good series with the ball. But yes, Vinod, you're right on that. But perhaps they were not expecting so many wickets to fall in so quick time. We saw the entire top order was taken apart. Ben Dong, Mokhtar Ahmed, Shea Hope, Milind Kumar, Yannick Carrier, Jonathan Fu, Odin Smith.
I'm afraid, given the batting prowess on the Masters team, this may be a very inadequate score. Can't rule them out still, but so Jesse Singh is going to continue. He's going to bowl for the fire, and still no Shepherd. I think that we're not going to see Shepherd.
So 121 on the board. Jesse Singh, a ram shot into the fine leg area. Look at that. It's gone away for 4. So some flair here from Mark Adair.
He seems to love these type of unorthodox shots. Although these days they seem to be the orthodox shots. And what would have been proper cricket shots seem unorthodox these days.
Yeah, batsmen are looking for runs in T20 cricket. They're looking for open spaces, and they've now realized after so many centuries of playing the game that over the keeper's head, that's the position they want to target. And Mark Adair has done just that. Quality player is Mark Adair.
Let's look at the field, and that should tell. Jesse Singh should be looking to go full and wide. There's a backward point, and of course, point as well. And this time he edges, and he's out. So Mark Adair, he has to leave. Jesse Singh gets his second wicket, and it's now 125 for 9.
Yeah, Jesse Singh strikes at a very vital time, a time in which Mark Adair was beginning to toy with the bowling. Played a good hand though, Mark Adair. Take a look at this one. And a big swing.
And just losing sight of it there. He took his eyes off the ball, and that led to his dismissal. But take nothing away from Mark Adair. That 36 gives them something to bowl at.
Yeah, we saw earlier on in the tournament, Vinod, UMMC, who was knocked out last night in the last ball. Big exploit from Shamar Springer. UMMC posted 118 in one of the matches with Dallas All-Stars, and Dallas All-Star were bowled out for 100. So they are some history of teams not getting up to 118, 120. It's 125 here as Abu Rahi comes to the middle. And last man standing, it's 125 for 9. So Abu Rahi joins Roman Reyes. And both of these players would have played international cricket. Abu Rahi would have represented Bangladesh at some point. And Roman Reyes, the former fast bowler from Pakistan. Jesse Singh has picked up his second wicket so far. And we're down to the last 10 balls. So 125 for 9. Stephen Taylor and his men have played well so far. Stephen Taylor has led well. And so far we'll have to wait and see. 1 for 4. Stephen Taylor, his solitary over when he bowled. But Jesse Singh has given a good performance here. Quality ball worked into the onside. So Rahi gets off the mark and turns the strike over to the senior partner. Roman Reyes, and seniority has to do with the time that he came to the wicket. He came quicker than Abu Rahi. And it's 126 for 9. 9 balls remaining.
Yeah, 9 deliveries to go. So let's see if they can probably get out of the further 9 deliveries, 9 runs. A run a ball takes them up to 135, which is something that they could work with. Yes, Jesse Singh. Tugged away. 1. They're looking for 2. It's not there. So Jesse Singh, US national. Man looking to hold it together towards the back end. He's gotten a bit of a tap, hasn't he? 33. I look forward to seeing Mike in the last over if Jesse Singh doesn't end it here.
Yeah, these are numbers that Masters will really like. Not a runaway score, 127. The only thing, though, Vinod, It falls in the category of that tricky total, as they talk about so much in T20 cricket.
Yep.
130.
Slow delivery.
130, 140 could be one on. It could get complicated.
Yeah, 130, 140. You don't know if they go forward or back. It's half of one. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Is that total where? Should I go? Should I hold? You know, if you're chasing 200, you have to go. You know, if you're chasing 80, you have to hold. Yes, Jesse Singh. And he's out caught! Singh ends with 3, and he just pushes at that back of a length, and that is the end of that. 127 all out, and that's the end of the 19th over as well. So they have been bowled out with an over to spare. Jesse Singh bowling in good areas and looking to push it down to third man, and that is the end of. Is it Raman Reyes? No. Raman Reyes remains 5 not out, and Jasdeep Singh ends with 3 for 33. We'll see the scoreboard pretty shortly. Mukhtar Ahmed caught Bramble Bull, Jasdeep Singh 7. Ben Dong, he got to 17 before Rutherford got rid of him. Shea Hope 7. Milind Kumar, he didn't score. Carrier 7. 21 to Fu. 12 to Odin Smith. Mahadir 36. Gudakesh Moti 6. Roman Rees 5 not out. Abu Jahid Rahi on 127 all out. Let's look at the bowling as we see the final dismissal coming up again. In fact, that was the very first dismissal. That was a bit iffy. There was Shea Hope. Delivery that rushed on to him. Here's Mike. And this was Milind Kumar. This, I thought, Lenny, was really the turning point.
So that's the big wicket of Ben Dong. Excellent catch from Stephen Taylor. And it took some great catching to support the bowling. Yannick Carrier was next.
Yeah, Yannick getting carried away with that delivery outside the off stump and losing his wicket.
Odin Smith pulled into the onside. Here's the juggling act from John Ross Campbell. He held on.
And here is Hayden Walsh now.
Jonathan Fu, actually.
Two magnificent catches today.
A brilliant catch from Chandrapal Hemraj.
Slow delivery that got that wicket. Jasdeep Singh got both his wickets in the 19th and his final over, and that one he just pushed away. So excellent there by Jasdeep Singh, and I think that that is a total, as we look at the bowling. Singh 4 overs, 3 for 33. Kevin Sinclair 2 overs, none for 20. Mike 2 overs, 3 for 11. Rutherford 4 overs, 2 for 21. Hayden Walsh 4 overs, 1 for 24. Hemraj 2 overs, none for 11. Stephen Taylor, the 1 over that caused 4 runs. 127 all out, as my son Liam, who is looking on, he was due to be here to play with the Tampa Tigers. He's telling me that probably one of the errors that the Clarion County made was not including at least Terrence Hines. We take a short break. We'll be right back.
We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Zeeshan Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now, she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you, everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. And from the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
During the broadcast, here is Johnson flicked away. Beautiful shot there by Qureshi for 4. First delivery, it was as if he was batting there all night.
All or none is what Zeeshan Qureshi is all about, and as you can see on the replay, he lets the ball come on to him and just at the last moment opens the face of his bat and let the ball run away to the fence.
And that's down to the boundary for 4. Qureshi goes with this one. Massive hit. Couldn't go all the way. 6 runs. Sean Qureshi, a 6 and a 4. 2 deliveries. I think we're going to go home early tonight.
Look at that shot, guys. This is a terrific stroke by Zeeshan Qureshi.
Yeah. So here's Johnson. Johnson's a good bowler. Comes in now. Qureshi pulses away for 4. Short delivery. It stood up and into the boundary for 4. He's on 14 or 4. And I think Danny Khan, who loves to carry on a panchite, he probably needs to get down there and start preparing the toss for in the warm-ups. He was not hitting the ball. The guy like he was playing a joke. This is pulled away, and that's 4 runs. This guy called Qureshi. That's 4. He's not going to muck around.
Look at the replay again, waiting for that ball to come on to him.
It was a bad delivery though.
Bad delivery, no doubt, but freeing his arms, getting his left leg out.
I'll tell you this, look at it. Sammy's back punches off the back foot and he actually gets a single. So he is so fast dealing in boundaries. He now gets 1. He goes to 19.
Studies.
This time it's gone! It's gone into the swap shop. And while you're there, you can probably bring me back something to eat. That's a massive 6.
Look at the replay here. Again, this is all pure power as he pulls that ball.
But I wonder if he's a vegan as well. That's 6.
I think Qureshi is telling Trevon Griffith that you don't.
Corner and a wide mid-off. This time he hits it down the ground. Qureshi hits another 6. What's going on here?
And if you look at the
71
replay,
for 5 of 7.
look at the replay, Vinod. You can see he made room for that stroke. Again, waited for it and hit it over long off for 6 runs. That was a wonderfully struck stroke.
I wonder if he paid to come in. Here is Dean Johnson. He's into Qureshi. This is down the ground. Well, let's go. No. They take 1. They should be coming back for 2. So that's 1 more. He goes to 32 of 11.
Just want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. We want to welcome you to the Mack TV. Right here in the beautiful city of Lauderhill, Broward County. We're coming to you live on day number 8 of this 9-day tournament. First match in progress, 128 needed. Masters CC. In the one chase, he covers up. He's saying yes, no, he's in trouble. And he sends the throw over the keeper's head. Let's hope he's not hurt, he's not injured. Man down. Need some help. I don't know if he's batting with batting spikes. We'll have a look. Playing with his soft hands, and he was sent back. And it's unfortunate that he may have hurt himself. Let's hope the injury is not going to be severe. He's down, still down. The fielding team, that's good to see. At least the fielding team are assisting.
So the physio is out in the middle. Anthony Bramble is down. Looking for a sharp single. I think he was sent back by Chandrapal Hemraj. And it's always so difficult, Ivor Henry, to put brakes on those couple of steps that you take. And then, of course, you look at the square, you look at the pitch. It has been rolled with a bit of sheen. And that sheen, of course, if you're not wearing the right foot gear at times.
There might be rubber boots. I think he might be wearing there. So
becomes a little bit slippery at times. So Anthony Bramble is momentarily down. And Ivor Henry, here's a question for you. And then, of course, having seen what has just happened here, and we've seen this in international cricket, if Anthony Bramble was stranded in the middle, he fell down. In the spirit of the game versus the law of the game, would you have run out Anthony Bramble?
Personally, no, not at the beginning of the game, especially maybe in a tight situation. Last over, one to go, and the wind to take me onward, maybe. But in the beginning, and I can see that.
Because we saw what happened, what nearly happened, had the fielder in the offside picked that ball up quick and was able to rally it back to Shea Hope. He probably could have cost Anthony Bramble his wicket, or maybe not. Now, the reason I ask you that, because I've seen occasions in which players have fallen onto the pitch because of a slip. And players playing within the spirit of the game would probably say, I can't run you out here.
Yes.
And we've seen the other part too, where teams have said, well, you're not getting back to your crease on time. We're going to take the bail off and get you out.
And I've seen where that has happened, and an appeal goes up. The umpire would give the guy, but the captain would withdraw the appeal in the spirit of the game.
Now we'll have a look at that as the ball came into the offside. The fielder came in, and he was under pressure. Take a look at this one. We're talking about the fielder right now.
Yes.
So the ball played into the offside. Fielder came in, realizing that Bramble has gone down. And it looks like it was Milind Kumar over the head of Shai Hope.
But I think he would have purposely did that in the spirit of the game, because he could have easily ran in himself. Shai Hope was right there, and he tossed it over his head. So I think that I'm going to give him thumbs up. I think he purposefully threw that ball over Shai's head, seeing what would have transpired with the batter. He was down with the count. Let's see if he's going to brave the situation and bat on. So, folks, we're not losing any. He did not lose any play. What would have transpired is that ball was played into the offside, in case you're just coming in. And Bramble was setting off for a run sent back by Hamraj. And in doing so, he slipped and fell. And if you're coming in now, you'll have a look.
So this is in real time. Milind Kumar over on the arm throw over the head of the keeper. And so we're back with cricket tugged into the onside, and he's off the mark and running. So Anthony Bramble picks up a single. And things are on the way here for the Masters.
Yes, indeed. He gets off strike so he can attend to whatever hurt he's having. Let's hope the pain would not be too severe. He'll take in one for the team at this time. He chose not to come on out to return maybe later. He could have done that. But he chose to continue. So he's taking one for the team.
So Chandrapal Hemraj comes into strike. We've seen a very good bowling performance from the likes of Jesse Singh and Ben Mike. But over to the batters now. And Hemraj into the offside. He gets off the mark with an easy single into the offside and brings the equation down to 126 needed.
Yes, good carry there. Good bounce. Opened the face of the bat and he steered it down to the point region. Gets off the mark. Keeping company with Bramble.
So if you're just joining us, as Ivor Henry makes mention, just want to know what has happened here. 127 posted by the Clarion County Asia United team, led by 36 from Mark Adair, 22 from Jonathan Fu. And you're watching at the reply. They're 2 for no loss, the Masters. Anthony Bramble on 1 and Chandrapal Hemraj on 1, and you can see that on your screen. And Roman Reyes, former Pakistani international.
Yes, the last match of the quarterfinals, and the winner stays in, and the loser becomes watchful.
Well, the winner will have to play 2 matches today. They will have to play the 5:30 game. The next match that comes up is Samp Army. They will take on Dallas All-Stars, and you were on the call last night when you saw Shamar Springer sealed
into action. 19 needed from the last over, and that was the highest required run rate, and he really did justice to his team.
So Roman Reyes has given Clarion County a very good start so far. Just a couple of runs in this over. Nothing extravagant. Don't have too many runs to play with. Ball taken on the pad. Bramble can't score.
Yes, trying to work that one into the onside. This one was good delivery. And Bramble still trying to walk off that the pain that he's experiencing. You can see him dragging that right leg. But he's doing this for his team. He didn't want to get a new batter in. Although he was new, just one delivery.
So the Masters being captained by Stephen Taylor. Milind Kumar leads the charge for Clarion County Asia United. That's still 126. Not a big score, but we have seen from time to time, Ivor Henry, these smaller scores become a bit complicated. Into the onside. And a single here to Anthony Bramble. So that will close out over number 1. It's 3 for no loss.
Yes, thought he could have done a little bit better with that. It was a full one, just beating the leg stump, but he just chose to just swat it away for a single. So if he's not going to do any running, I guess he might have to do some big hitting at some stage. But I don't think Reese is going to have any of that. Just 3 coming from the over, so not a bad start. And just that these small scores sometimes gives trouble. I want to say good morning to Mack Qureshi himself, taking in some of the viewing until he's gracious with his presence here at the ground. Like you're saying, the last of the quarterfinals, and the team that would have won today would have a match in between before you see them on the square again 2 times for the day. And then the curtain comes down tomorrow with the grand finale.
So Abu Rahi, I think, has been given the ball, and he comes in here with a good start from the Clarion County Asia United. Their defense of 128. And no, a slashing shot through the offside. 1 bounce off the bat of Anthony Bramble.
And believe it or not, I did not send the message down to him. Let's have a look. Slash outside the off stump. Picked his spot, and he goes 1 bounce over the rope in the deep extra cover. I said he's not going to run. He's having trouble running. He has got to wheel the willow and get a few boundaries. And my word, seems as if it's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, lovely shot from Anthony Bramble. Very attacking player. He's very good. And he's a top-class keeper. We saw him during the course of the minor league series, turned out for the New Jersey Stallions. And he came in as a replacement for Rovman Powell, so big shoes to fill. And this one slashed into the offside again. Roman Reyes is in the way. And there is no run.
So he thought that at least he was missed out on that one. He slapped his thigh and saying, that's in my half. I should have been able to get it past extra cover. But there's a square man on this square boundary, so they may have know him. They would have done some video work. The two men out of the circle are square leg and square point.
Oh, it's driven straight down the ground, and that has gone away all along the carpet. A massive looking shot again from Anthony Bramble. That's 4 runs.
We'll have a look. Class. Oh, glorious. Straight as now in the V. This one came right off the coach's book. Right out of the coach's book. He looks the part. He looks good. Injury or no injury.
It's a couple of 4s off this over off the bowling of Abu Rahi. He has played 9 test matches for Bangladesh. This man bowling here. And Anthony Bramble, first class player out of Guyana, CPL player of course. And he's hammered a couple of 4s in this over. Slower ball, and ball goes through to Shea Hope. 11 for no loss. Quick start.
Yes, he was through with the shot. That's good bowling, good thinking. Took the pace off. He came at him full, but he missed out. Missed out in the meantime. Hemraj is covering up and practicing his defensive shot. Probably saying, I need to bat the 20 overs if required to get the total.
It's 117 needed. Oh, look at this. Pulled into the onside, and that's gone for a maximum. Big shot here from Anthony Bramble.
Big shot. Let's have a look. Up in the air, just about off stump. Got back, picked his spot, and away she goes. Up, and away she goes. So he's really tightening the screws here on the CCAU. My word. He seems to be in a mood. He's raced quickly onto 16. This is over number 2, trying to get to 127. And they're needing 111 runs from 109 balls.
So Anthony Bramble off to a very quick start. He's up to 16, called up by the West Indies selectors one time in the squad for a T20 International Series against India. Did not play, but had to be good enough to be called up.
Definitely. So he caught the eyes of the selectors and coach.
So he's up on 16. They're off to a very good start. Abu Rahi has been taken apart. He's gone for 14 in this over.
Yes, every other ball he has hit it beyond the ropes.
Into the offside. Can't score. That will complete over number 2. So 2 gone. They're chasing 128. It's 17 without loss.
Yes, he was after him again. In that over, we saw 3 glorious shots.
So Roman Reyes will continue. And so one final time, Ivor Henry, would you have run out Anthony Bramble in that circumstance?
No, I would not have. Easy answer for me.
The only time you would have if the game was close?
If it was close and the feelers are beckoning and, you know, it's going to take us to the other level, I leave it in the hands of the umpire.
So Roman Reyes will continue. And Hemraj gets the ball angling down the leg side, called a wide. And things are on the way here. 110 needed from 108 balls.
And I was waiting to see if the umpire was going to get involved and maybe call it the dead ball at some stage. But things happen so fast. but the batter went down of his own doing. It's nothing like he was crashed, that ball crashed into the helmet or anything like that.
The ball turned away here by Chandrapal Hemraj. And the reason I ask you, because I've seen both sides of it. I've seen at times when batsmen are stranded and no regards for the spirit of the game. Now, the law of the game tells you that if a batsman doesn't make it home, you're legally entitled for the dismissal. Nothing wrong with that. The rule says you've got to be beyond the line, whether you're incoming or you're outgoing. Cricket is a game that plays with lines. And so I've seen both. I've seen sometimes batsmen get stranded and the run out happens and the umpire puts his hands up and the batsman has to walk because legally you're out of your crease and so on. But I've also seen the other part, and not too long ago would have seen a match, I think in one of the associate games, in which very similar situation in which the batter fell on his way trying to come back to his crease, and the keeper got the ball and refused to take the bail off. Refused to take the bail off because, you know, there's so much of playing in the spirit of the game and playing within the laws of the game.
Yes. Now, I definitely wouldn't run out the batsman if it's a collision between the sticks.
So 19 on the board, Bramble on strike. Oh, smashed straight down the ground again, and that's has gone for a maximum.
The guy looks good, he looks the part. Came out of the middle of the bat. We'll have a look.
Yeah, Anthony Bramble is in a no-nonsense mood. Roman Reyes, look at this one. In the middle of the bat, straight to long off, and it's gone all the way. Bramble on fire.
Yeah, he has held a pose. Doesn't need those feet. He would have injured himself in the first over, first delivery. But now he's wheeling the willow.
Cut away. More runs for Anthony Bramble, this time through the covers area, and that has gone away for a 4.
A good looking shot. We'll have a look at that again. It was shot outside the off stump. Picked his spot. Here it is. Bang! Into the offside. Away she goes for 4.
Yes, somehow I think Bramble has the wrong information. I think he's been told that they're chasing 228.
As well as they're saying, let's hurry, get this over with. We have another match. The third match of the day. If we were to win this one.
Yeah, a couple of semi-finals. One will happen at 1:45, one at 5:30. The team that wins here will play the 5:30 game. And then, of course, tomorrow is the grand finale at 11 o'clock. One game tomorrow. The best 2 teams standing will clash tomorrow. Oh, cut away.
Oh, glorious.
The talent and class of Anthony Bramble in evident here at the Broward County Stadium. More runs for this man. You'll take a look at this one.
Yes, it was fair delivery, halfway down, and he's just played it over the infield, and away she goes. Nothing is left for Shea Hope to do back there. Could have easily left that over the head. Maybe no ball called. He said, no, I'm going to make full use of this. Got 4. He's on fire. He's gone on to 30 out of the 33.
So 16 runs off this over. We've seen 2 4s and 1 6. Among them, Anthony Bramble, you look at his scorecard, he's up to 30 from 14 balls. Hemraj has only faced a couple of balls. But the action is on Anthony Bramble. He has certainly set the stadium ablaze. And ball down. I think he has lost his stump. So Anthony Bramble.
Yes, trying to be too cute. Went too far in and tried to just turn it around the corner. He's bowled him. He's cleaned him up behind his back.
So good bit of success here for Roman Reyes. Having gone for 16 in this over. Take a look at this one behind the legs of Anthony Bramble. Yeah, strikes the leg stump, the base of leg stump. And Roman Reyes quite delighted that he's picked up the man that has created some bit of problems for them. Anthony Bramble gone. It's 33 for 1.
Yes, indeed. Well, they need to make some inroads into the Masters CC. They have run away like a freight train on the back of Anthony Bramble. In the meantime, Hemraj is just keeping company. Just have 2 deliveries in the inning so far. He's 2 from 2. So the 30 that was being scored by Bramble showed that he was the one who was doing the heavy lifting, but he has departed. Hopefully get something done to his legs, maybe his ankle. I think when he would have turned, he twisted it early in the inning. But he did willow and put the Masters on course for victory. But in cricket, you never know.
So Nitish Kumar comes to the middle. Still 95 to win from 103 balls. And Vinod and I, we were making the point, Ivor Henry, sometimes 128 falls in the category or in that gray line of a tricky score. Sometimes it's easier to chase 200. Sometimes you're hesitant whether to go back, go forward, go aggressive. Look for run a ball. So it could get a little bit complicated. So Nitish Kumar, the Canadian international, comes to the middle. And he joins Chandrapal Hemraj. Playing a miss. Good late swing there from Roman Reyes. 3 overs gone. It's 33 for 1.
Yes, indeed. Well, a successful over. We saw some glorious shots in that over. And one that we thought...
So welcome back. 3 overs gone, 33 for 1. We've seen the departure of Anthony Bramble. Hemraj on strike. Mark Adair, the Irishman, comes into the attack and starts with a ball lofted in the offside. And now Chandrapal Hemraj gets into the act. He picks up a couple of runs. And a good-looking strike from this man.
Yes, he just got it over the infield. Didn't get it all the way, but at least he played it safely and rewarded himself 2 runs, 35 for 1. So Hemraj has got to carry on. You said it's a tricky situation more often than not, small scores, and I'm in total agreement with you.
So ball hit into the ground, can't score. Chandrapal Hemraj in this series. 53-3 and not. 53-3 and not. So that's his score in the series so far.
Yes, he started off with a bang and then he tailed away. Stephen Taylor, the captain, has opened inning with him too, but this time he's chose to go down the order.
So 93 to win. 93 to guarantee a semi-final spot, and they'll play later on in the night. So leg by is the call as Mark Adair comes into the attack here. Ivor Henry, lots of cricket left in this game.
Yes, in the day's play, and like you say, one match tomorrow. Do we have a time on tomorrow's game?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock sharp.
So Nitish Kumar, he's just come to the crease at the fall of Anthony Bramble's wicket. Canadian international, he's played several international games for Canada in the past. He's a quality player. And he comes in here at batting at number 3, and a slip has been put in place. And so he looks like Ben Dunk goes to the slip area. And Mark Adair will continue. 36 for 1, 92 to win from 99 balls. And he goes to the opposite side, and it's called a wide.
Yes, indeed. Naughty, naughty. They're going to call those wides 2 times on a Monday. Yes, indeed, it is Monday, and we have in cricket 9-day tournament, the longest of the US Open, in its 14th edition.
So the umpire is Conrad and Jermaine Lindo out in the middle. Conrad, of course, and this umpiring effort's being coordinated by Vijay Malela. And we've seen the presence of Danny Khan, who's worked over the years in this tournament. Both Vijay Malela, Danny Khan would have worked in the US Open in the past years, coordinating the efforts. And And Ivor Henry, you know how challenging it was when they used to play outside of the other field. And I was telling Kimberly last night, this tournament had attracted some 36 teams. One year used to be 32 teams, then 24 teams.
Yes, indeed. But we're down to 12 of the best, maybe.
Yeah. So a bit of inside edge here from Chandrapal Hemraj. He picks up a single. I remember in the early days, matches used to be played at Brian Piccolo Park, right outside of the stadium, and even at Mack Stadium at one time.
Yes, and Miramar. All the grounds used to be used. Tradewind Park. I've even done matches there. Do some outside radio commentary and those as well.
So 39 for 1, 89 runs needed, 127 posted by Clarion County. Didn't get going today, Clarion County. Ball defended into the offside, can't score. So that will complete over number 4. And after 4 is 39 for 1.
Yes, indeed. You can order your cricketing gears from the MAQ organization. All uniforms that are in this tournament. It's coming through the Cricket Council USA. So nice tidy over, in which we would have seen the one aggressive shot from Hemraj. He got 2 for it, no boundaries. So things have quieted down since the departure of Bramble. But they're still on course, just needing some 89 to win from 96 balls.
So Gudakesh Moti comes into the attack. Gudakesh Moti comes into the attack. And so for the first time, we're going to see some spin. We have seen Roman Reyes. We've seen Abu Rahi. And we've seen Mark Adair. And now the left arm slow left arm orthodox comes into the attack. Hemraj is the man on strike, 39 for 1. And the equation comes down to 88 to win from 95 balls. So things are on the way here in the last quarter-final game. The winner of this game will take on Stallions X at 5:30 this afternoon. And the next match coming up, we will see the Samp Army taking on Dallas All-Stars.
Yeah, 2 good teams. I mean, I think that the better teams are left in the competition. And Samp Army, one of the, I say, highly favored.
Yeah, Samp Army has played well a couple of times. They've scored over 200, in excess of 200 runs. Nitish Kumar is up. He's on 1. And he wants a single. No, says Chandrapal Hemraj. Still 88 to win from 93 balls. Almost a run-a-ball game.
At least he got back without falling, like Bramble when he was sent back by Hemraj.
And we saw earlier on Anthony Bramble smashing his way to a quick fire 30. But he got dismissed from a good quality ball. Might have played inside of a ball that was on the stumps from Roman Reyes.
Yes, we're trying to be too cute. He has the power. That one he could have played straight and smack it maybe to smithereen, but he decided to be too cute. Lost his leg stump. But did well for his team. Set them on the way, set a platform.
So Chandrapal Hemraj comes straight down the ground. Odin Smith comes around, can't save the boundary. And this has gone away for 4. Good looking shot from Chandrapal Hemraj.
Yes, indeed. We'll have a look. Fair delivery. Straight down the ground, over the bowler's head. Smith made a gallant effort there to pull this one in, but it was just out of his reach.
Yeah, Chandrapal Hemraj, he's, this one in the air. He's offering a chance. Mark Adair comes up with a catch, and Chandrapal Hemraj falls 45 for 2.
Yes, it had the height, and we.
So we're back. We're back 45 for 2. I don't know why Ivor keeps muting himself. Ivor, you don't want to hear yourself?
No, the rumbling. I didn't want you to hear the rumbling. I have a big head, you know. These things have to come.
Can't be bigger than mine. A single. So at the moment, Nitish Kumar is 3. Stephen Taylor, who is yet to face, 2 wickets down. This is a situation here, Ivor. Just proper batting will get them home. Required rate of 5.5. It's an ideal opportunity for Stephen to play a captain's innings.
Yes,
just
indeed.
a guide.
Yes, pushed himself down the order. He would have been opening for the other 3 matches. This time he's coming in at number 4. And his team needs, as you say, no risk. They can just stroke it around, stroll in the park, and get there. Required run rate of under 6, 5.5. They're attacking with a slip, so they're really trying to work him up here.
Oh, that comes back in sharply. And Taylor is able to get a single. So no stress really out there at the moment. Nitish Kumar is there as well. 47 for 2. And Golokesh Moti 1 for 6. Mark Adair, who batted well, top scored with 36. He's there. And he'll be looking to now strike with the ball.
Well, Bamble displayed some of his ways here, West Indian ways. Got a call up into the international team. Didn't get a look in the final 11. But like we said, he was good enough to capture the eyes of the selectors and coaches. But he displayed it here at the biggest tournament in North America. Local tournament.
This one rushes on, and Kumar just getting it into the vacant mid-wicket region. Fu is there. No pressure absolutely on these batsmen. They can just afford to take the singles, play each ball on its merit. The bad ball will come along. You'll want to put it away, and they'll find themselves in the semi-finals against Stallions X. So the first semi-final will be Samp Army. They have been absolutely brilliant in this tournament so far, and they will be up. This is a drive through the offside. It finds the gap at backward point, strikes the bottom of the bat, and that's 4.
Yeah, split gully and point. And Stephen Taylor says, well, I will take that. Came off the towing of the bat. Let's have a look.
Yeah, given width, and Taylor looking to drive through the offside. I think he was looking to get at a lot squarer, but had he gotten that square, Ivor, he would have gotten only a single, because there is a point fielder who's on the boundary. This time he's forward, easy like that. Gets a single. And that is Milind Kumar fielding there. One more.
Well, the 50 comes up, and we're going to some 53 for 2. One delivery left in this over. And they're milking it. They're milking their way to 127. It's election day in Nevis today, local elections.
It seems as every time I'm on with you, every year it seems to be elections in Nevis.
I don't think you have any place have more elections than Nevis.
So St. Kitts Nevis elections today?
No, just Nevis. The
Just
local
Nevis.
elections. Yeah.
Local. I've been to Nevis. Pushed away. So are you from St. Kitts or Nevis?
St. Kitts Nevis. It's one country, 2 islands.
Which island you from?
That's the question. Nevis.
Nevis.
If I ask you where you're from, you should tell me. Trinidad and Tobago. Which one of the islands? Trinidad.
Well, that's the end of the geography lesson here right now from Ivor Henry. At the end of the power play, it's 54 for 2. Nitish Kumar is on 5. Stephen Taylor is on 6.
And this is what I don't like. They can milk it with singles. Because the power play is over, they'll spread the field, use up all of the 5 fielders that are afforded outside of the circle. And these batters probably would fall for it as well. Try to hit big.
I think this should work in the favor of the batsmen now, because given the fact that the required rate is just 5.3, you're now spreading the field. It gives me the opportunity to play risk-free cricket.
Risk-free cricket.
Let's see. Kumar starts well. I think Clarion County is in problems here.
Yes, especially if these two stay together for quite a while. And Kumar, he's faced some 10 deliveries, but he's working the ball around. He's got his 6, Taylor 6 from 3. Struck a boundary along the way.
You see, your friend is having a good hair day.
Tina Turner look-alike.
Tina Turner.
Just shaded Tina Turner.
Moti. Sweeping, yeah, but planting that right leg outside the off stump. It struck him outside the off stump, and I think that is why there was no appeal essayed to the umpire. Probably did get an edge. A glove onto that. So Moti continues. Moti has already taken a wicket. He will need to add to that. This is a situation where they will need to constantly take wickets to break momentum. And this is why Taylor has a huge role to play, driving elegantly through the offside. There's nothing more pleasing than a cover drive or a square drive from a left-hander.
Yes, the Brian Lau, the Garfield Sobers, Kalisha and Clive Lloyd, Larry Gomes. You know, Larry Gomes became one of my favorite cricketers. And I'll give you the story behind that.
Sammy's back. Too close to cut. He has to be careful there, Kumar. Go ahead, Ivor. Give me that story.
You know, we have dashers, West Indian cricketers, and when Larry Gomes came in to bat number 3, I thought he was a little too not flamboyant, you know, and I was making noise and like, Larry Gomes, come on, that Richards, Rohan Kanai was a Rohan Kanai kind of guy. One guy named Kelson Swanson pulled me one side in Totola, you know, he said, I want you to look at this. Larry Gomes does not suck up any deliveries, and at times he even score faster than even Viv Richards. I looked at it, and every time I see Larry Gomes, I apologize to him. First time I did it was in California when we met. I told him the situation. I was a man. I said, you won me over when I had to look at you, follow it ball by ball, and realize you were not sucking up deliveries. And at one time, you outscored Vivi Richards when you were batting with him.
You will well remember that test match where at Old Trafford with the West Indies chasing 340 in 2 sessions, and Larry Gomes got 92, Greenwich got a double hundred, and the West Indies won with time to spare.
Yes.
And Larry Gomes' batting, Larry being a good friend of mine, is, you know, I was fortunate enough to have conversations with him to pick his brain, to understand his thinking. Larry's batting was a science.
Yes.
He told me, he said, look, I never went out there with the intention of scoring 1 run. And I was puzzled. He said, in a test match, I had the attitude of facing 200 balls. And when I look up at the scoreboard, I would have seen 100 runs. Think about it, Ivor, for a second. You'll win him over a second time.
Yes, because every time he sees me, you just said, keep on apologizing, man. Keep on apologizing. Yes, he won my heart over.
How we would do with a Larry right now. We'll kill for a Larry right now in the West Indies team. But Shiv Chandapal's son is coming along.
Yes, I like him. I like his attitude.
Driving just over a short cover and into the boundary for 4. Short cover was actually put there for that shot. But Kumar went hard at it.
Yeah, he put it for a catch, but not that one. That came out the bat with some venom. Yeah, I think he just shadowed that one. Let's have a look.
Yeah, and he got the power because he cleared that left leg, opened up, and was able to come through with a high back lift and over that short cover. This time he's back again, and this gets it to the left of him. Easy peasy, like my good friend Ivor likes to say.
There it is, easy peasy. And that's good cricket. One in his arc, he got it beyond the boundary ropes and then played with soft hands for a single.
Well, Ivor, you are one of the fixtures at the US Open, and I'm sure you're very, very impressed with the fact that this is day 8 without a drop of rain.
Yes, we have a few clouds about, but they're not rain clouds.
I know that you're particularly worried about the farmers. Did they
Ducks.
call you? Did the farmers call you this morning?
No. Farmer Nappy, I think he's preparing for his Trinidad Carnival.
He's asleep. Farmer Nappy is napping. So we're here at Central Broward, and this is outside the off stump, cutting away. This has been the best of the US Open so far, in my humble opinion. In history, this has been the best of the US Open. Everything taken into consideration, the weather and the caliber of the players coming in and the quality of the cricket.
And behind the scenes too, I'll tell you, the footage, the coverage, the camera work, the cameramen, and your favorite portion, the food.
Yeah, I tell you something. The lunch that we've been getting has been absolutely brilliant. Hats off to Mujib. And we'd like to encourage everyone to support his business. It's close by the ground here. Mujib will give you further information on that in a bit. But SC Tech and their production has been absolutely stunning. I want to thank Mr. Sean Lalman and his assistant, Sir Roddy Lalman, and of course, Mr. Mungal.
The big man, Mungal.
Yes, 68 for 2 after 8.
And that's the same caterer, you know. That's the same caterer when the West Indies.
Yeah, he told me he provided 2,000 lunches. Magnificent. 1,000 a day. I remember that. I was here for that series doing the radio broadcast for Cricket 360, and we were also given that sort of
lunch as well.
Lunches and stuff from West Indies Cricket Board, and you know, it was absolutely marvelous.
Yes, and we met the guy in person, and he's marvelous. Nice guy too.
We had a nice conversation, the guy with both of us yesterday, telling us about his business. Now, Smith, no way he could have reached that.
Nope.
It's a single. The score has now moved on by 1.
Wickets off 13.
Swept and swept nicely. Fu is there. He's going to collect.
Yes, Fu sporting the big wet shoes, size maybe 14. Is it true about the shoe size?
I think it's 14 and a half.
14 and a half.
Yeah, you know what's the funny thing, Ivor? My youngest son, he is only 15, and he wears a size 14.
He wears a boat.
Yeah, he wears the shoe box, not the shoe. The Siamese bowled him. So, the man Moti strikes, and that's the third wicket to fall.
Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see if he played it on. He was so casual with that outside the off stump. I think he's saying he kept a little low on him, but we'll have a look.
Yeah, let's see. Moti bowling wicket to wicket. Yeah, it kept low and shot through. Mongol is telling me that it just slid through the gates.
Yes, all it takes is just one bail have to be removed, and the off stump was touched, and the bail was removed. Umpire satisfied, and the dreaded finger went up.
Is this a slight opening?
Yes, because nothing puts you further behind the clock than losing wickets. Have a look again. Nonchalantly plays it on. I think he would have got a touch onto it.
Yeah,
he would have dragged it in because he was outside the off stump, not bothering those timbers. So he
inside edge.
Yes, chopped it on. But Skipper Taylor is still there, so I think he will try to just see this one home. He's a USA current player, so this is the time for him to showcase his ways on the big stage.
If I look out to my right, his captain, his USA captain, Monang Patel, is looking on. Monang Patel will be up in action next at the first semi-finals with Sampami. They are coming up against Houston, and what a game last night.
Down to the wire, I'm telling you. 19 to get from the last over. Attacking with a slip, exactly. Yeah.
So Moti, the slip is there for the one that straightens. Goes on with the arm. Let's see Moti. Yes, this one goes on with the arm, but a bit too short. Rutherford is there. He will know a lot about Gudakesh Moti.
Oh, and I guess they're trying to maybe give him a single to get down at the end, just in case. With this, the fifth delivery coming up. Move the attack and slip.
Well, he tossed that up. He removed the slip and then baited him into driving. Rutherford did not take the bait, but then you're baiting him to drive. You remove the slip.
I think they were trying for a double bluff, really.
Yep. So it's the end of the over, and at the end of it, 70 for 3. So Masters are 70 for 3. Easy single there for Taylor. The leg by.
So we'll just give it to the team then. But Taylor will take it and say, it's mine, I'm the captain. So
58 of 66. So let's see, Milind Kumar had a dock when he batted, captain of the team. So he'll be looking to make amends here. If he can get a wicket or two, they'll be right back in this contest. But as it stands, the Masters are in the ascendancy at this point in time.
Yes, and Master played well, you know. Their first game, they would have lost it by 15 runs. They went in with a chance to win that. Made a big score of 192 and couldn't defend it. Again, was in with a chance to win that one.
Once Stephen Taylor stays there, they're going to get home and dry. So the Clarion County, they have to make the move. They have to push. They have to be the aggressive ones here. They have to make things happen. Kumar. Driving. It's opening the face of the bat.
Well, dots are like gold dust at this time. They're going to need much more of those.
Tapped away down to backward point, a sliding effort there, but Odin Smith holds it. Smith could be effective on this track as well. There is something there for the faster bowlers. That's a bad delivery, and luckily for him, he had protection on the cover boundary. It was really a bad delivery.
Yeah, it was a ranking long hop. He could have done much more with that, but credit to the fielding team. The man was well placed there for that single.
Moti attacked it.
Yeah. Well, Rutherford is now keeping company with skipper Stephen Taylor, who is on 12 from 11. Not a bad over indeed. Just 3 runs coming from it, but the equation with a required run rate of only 5.4. They're going to need to bowl a couple of maidens and bowl a couple of maidens over. So, Vida, let me be the first to say season greetings to you, sir.
Same to you as well, my friend.
We're at the end of over number 10, and I think we have to do some double shifting in here from time to time.
So it's going to be Moti to continue. 74 for 3. And it's cut away nicely by Rutherford. That's 4 runs. He played that after it passed him to get the angle. And Mack Qureshi in the background there appreciating the shot. He's smiling. That's 4. So Moti, 2 for 17, he's trying his best as I welcome his fellow Guyanese, Leonard Archiba. Good afternoon, Lenny.
Thanks, Vinod. We come down to the second innings of this game. 50 to win from 58 balls. We've seen a very good performance here from the Masters. They bowled well, dismissing Clarion County for 127.
So short, not getting up. We've seen so many of those deliveries short and not getting up, and the batsmen have to be careful.
Yeah, this is going to be a good contest. Gudakesh Moti, one of the better spinners in Guyana. Sharfin Rutherford, of course, a hard-hitting batsman that plays originally in the Caribbean, certainly.
So he's looking to bait him into driving opportunity in the through the offside. There's a backward point in place, and a short cover. Rutherford is taking the bait, but he's missing at this point in time. That last one was a wide. This time he's back, forces it to point.
Yeah, they've got to come up with a plan to defend 49 from 55 balls. We've seen the fall of 3 wickets, that of Hemraj, that of Bramble, and also that of Nitish Kumar. But it becomes all the more tricky, Vinod, when you're defending just 127, 11 gone, 79 for 3. So Milind Kumar will continue. They need 49 from 54 balls. And we've got listeners all across the country and certainly outside of the United States. And of course, many people on this day probably celebrating their birthdays, but I'd like to take the opportunity. Want to say happy birthday to Anand Patel, president of the Washington Cricket League. Want to say happy birthday to him. I've worked with him so many times in the past, and he's celebrating a birthday today, so I want to say happy birthday to Anand Patel. And we also saw the other night, Vinod, Zia ul Haq celebrating a birthday on December the 11th. So what happened? We saw in one of the night games, got a 4-wicket haul. So might have been a pre-birthday presentation gift from him. Ball punched into the offside, and both Sherfin Rutherford and Stephen Taylor, 2 left-handers out in the middle. And it comes down to 47 to get into the semi-final. 51 balls remaining.
Well, let me say happy birthday to my mother-in-law, fellow Guyanese of yours. She lives out in New York, Chanjan Narutam. Celebrates 66 today, and she looks like 16. Happy birthday to her.
Yeah, happy birthday to Vinod's mother-in-law.
She's a big cricket fan, big supporter of the US Open. She's always glued on. Not to listen to me, but to listen to her fellow Guyanese, Lenny Archipper.
So skied in the air, Taylor is in danger. Fielder comes in, takes the catch. It appears to be Mark Adair. An ill-advised shot from Stephen Taylor, not needed. But it comes, Vinod, another one goes down.
What Taylor has done here is that he has given the opposition a sighter. That door is just forcing open. Again, how many times we've seen that shot led to wickets falling today? Take nothing away from Golakesh Moti and Golakesh Moti and Milind Kumar. I'll tell you why. Moti created pressure in the last over, and sometimes we miss that. We see who gets the wicket, but sometimes it's the other bowler at the other end creating the pressure, the Courtney Walshes, right? The others will reap the benefit. So Taylor goes, he must be disappointed. He should be disappointed with that effort.
Yeah, Vinod, I agree with you as John Ross Campbell comes to the middle. And the fact is, Clarion County would seize this as an opportunity to go further inroads here.
Well, they should. They should. Rutherford is there, though, and once Rutherford is there, I would still say the Masters are slightly ahead.
So 47 to win from 49 balls. John Ross Campbell has come to the middle. He's played regional cricket for Jamaica. And he comes in here with almost a run a ball, but off record, we were talking the other night, that seems to be the new complicated thing in T20 cricket, run a ball. How many times we've seen that gone awfully wrong?
Yep.
47 to win from 49. Guaranteed semi-final spot for both of these teams. Who will get there first? And that team will play later on tonight. Milind Kumar.
All of a sudden, these guys, Masters, could be under pressure. Have no one else to blame but themselves. Great effort early on with the ball by the Masters team, led by Mike. So for all your discounts on the cricket games, you'll want to get in touch with Asif Shams at T20 Sports out there in Pakistan. It's 81 for 4. We like to encourage our viewers to subscribe to the Mack TV YouTube channel, like and subscribe.
So Carrier comes in back into the attack. If first over would have gone for 7. And will come into bowl to Sherfin Rutherford's 47 to win from 48.
Oh, good delivery. That one goes the other way immediately.
So 6 bowler being used so far by Milind Kumar. We saw Roman Reyes, Abu Rahi, Mark Adair, Gudakesh Moti, Milind Kumar, and of course, Yannick Carrier.
Well, he has two West Indian spinners at his disposal in Moti and Carrier. Carrier just came back with the West Indies team from their troubled World Cup campaign.
And of course, Vinod, he does has the service available from Odin Smith. So good bowling options here for Milind Kumar.
West Indians over the years have added so much to this competition. It's unbelievable. And, you know, credit must go out to the West Indian players who've come out. Not only now, but those who came all along. And there are some regional players, when I say they would have represented, not the West Indies, but Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana. One comes to mind, Shazan Babwa. He has won 5 US Open titles with different teams. He wanted to get in this year, but no one took him. He wanted his final swan song, so to speak. And I think had he been here, CCUSA might have honored him, having won 5 titles.
Yeah, we're beginning to see things are getting very tight here for Masters. They need 46 from 44 ball. Barring the wide, has only been a quality over here from Yannick Carrier. Only 1 run off this over, off a wide.
Carrier seizing the opportunity to put the pressure on the Masters, and this is what leads to injudicious strokes. Chance for run out, and Fielder not picking up.
Yes, Vinod, just coming back to Shazam Baba, who's made several appearances on the winner's stage, but Adrian Ali, probably another close player to Shazam Baba, who would have been on championships team 4 times.
Yes, Ali has won 4 titles, and both of them live within 10 minutes of each other in Trinidad.
Adrian Ali a couple of times with Trinidad and Tobago, 1 time with US Tigers, and another time with California Bears not too long ago. So yeah, good legacy by Shazam Baba and Adrian Ali. When the history of this tournament is really written, those names should come up.
Can you remind me which country they're from?
Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. 13 overs gone, 83 for 4. So the cricket continues. Milind Kumar to Rutherford through the Clarion, and that has gone away for 4.
Yeah, that one slipped through point and a backward point with the precision of a surgeon into the boundary for 4. That's a welcome boundary. The danger when you are defending a small total is if you have a big over, it just throws the apple cart, it turns the apple cart upside down.
So good start to the 14 over. Sharfain, he's had a good tournament so far.
He's been consistent. Sharfain Rutherford. I was looking at his performances. He seems to have enjoyed himself. He did well with the ball today as well. John Ross, yet to get off the mark.
So ball eased into the onside, and Sharfain Rutherford comes back into strike. Let's look at Sharfain Rutherford tally during the course of this tournament. In the 3 games, 13, 66, and 22. So he has already have a big knock of 66. Over the infield, running up towards the square boundary. Gudakesh Moti is very good. He's fast. And preventing the boundary, saved a couple of runs, but a good looking shot again from Sharfain Rutherford.
So that's 2 more. There is interest for this tournament throughout the Caribbean. We were speaking about those Trinidad players, and I'm sure that all along the islands they are following this to see the exploits of their players. Again, short cut away nicely, and Adair can only knock it down for Moti to collect. 1 more. So all of a sudden, things starting to roll again through Shufi and Rutherford, but he needs to keep a cool, calm head.
Yes, Vinod, and we'll talk a little bit more history about the U.S. Open. Najaf Shah, 92 for 4 here. We'll talk about his exploit as leader of several teams during the course of the 14 years of U.S. Open. Probably one of the most successful captain, I would want to say, along with Shazam Babwa.
Yes, I don't know how many times Shazi would have led teams, but Shazi has the most title. I know that for a fact. The closest man to him is Adrian Ali, and Najaf has done well as well. He actually, I think they won the title last year with Najaf at the helm.
Yeah, he's been a part of the leadership of Somerset Cavaliers. We'll talk about that. 14 overs gone, 94 for 4. So 14 overs gone, 94 for 4, 34 to win from 36 balls.
Yes, it's going to be Clarion, or Carrier as he likes to be known. And this is milked away for a single. Yes, as we continue to speak the history of the U.S. Open, Trinidad and Tobago, a team from Trinidad and Tobago called Trinidad and Tobago won it back-to-back. And that was quite some time ago. And that team was led by Rajendra Mangali, including Narayan Dial. Dial's son Mark is now playing at the US Open. Not this year though, he got engaged, and we want to say congratulations to him, to Mark Dial. He got engaged on the weekend. So when you have those sort of duties to do, cricket has to take second position. You know, I was speaking to Richard Nokia's wife in Abu Dhabi recently, and she was telling me that they got married during the COVID period. Nokia started to play for South Africa in 2019, so they got married during the COVID period. But before COVID, the wedding was planned in a way where Nokia was flying into South Africa, would have spent 1 day, would have gotten married, and would have left the next day. But she told me that he got a broken thumb whilst he was trying to bat. And she said she wanted to make it very clear she did not break his thumb. So he had to stay, and he enjoyed the honeymoon as well.
Yeah, life of an international sportsman.
Yeah, I don't know if she's locked on or Ulrich Nokia is locked on. I want to say good afternoon to them, to Natalia and to Ulrich Nokia. Really nice people. So let's go back. 2009, the Washington Cricket Club. 2010.
And as you go, I'll try to fill in something.
Dawood Ahmad.
Dawood and Steve Messiah.
Right. And 2010, United Chargers. Could you tell
Messiah,
me something?
Out of New York, Messiah.
2011, Trinidad and Tobago. 2012, Trinidad and Tobago as well. 2013 is Saki Muhammad and Smart Choice.
Messiah.
So that's 3 for Messiah. 2014, the US Tigers.
Sanju
Patel, yes. I remember Sanju Patel being a great part of the US Open. This is slugged away. 1 bounce. Oh, what a stop! A magnificent stop down there at Cow Corner. And that prevented a definite boundary. Was that good against Moti? No, it wasn't. The end of the over, and at the end of it, it's 100 for 4. So I'm going to leave you now, Lenny, and your good friend Ivar has had his normal 2 lunches. He's going to come back and join you.
So welcome back, Ivor Henry, 100 on the board. As Sharfin Rutherford is striving straight as an arrow, and that has gone away for 4. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. He was in a spot of bother. If you can see that again, he's putting out his foot to a ball that was struck with some venom. Look at this. Nah, never you do that. Never you do that. You're not playing football.
So 24 to win from 29 balls. Sharfin Rutherford has really played a good innings so far. Ivor Henry, and from the look of things, Masters in control at this stage.
Yes, but Stephen Taylor would have given away his hand there. No need to go skywards at all when you're needing less than 6 runs and over. And as the captain, you've got to lead from the front if you want to play that last match this evening at 5:30. So you should be having your bowlers with their feet up at this time.
So Anthony Bramble would have played a good knock so far. Gudakesh Moti is out in the deep, and another single here to Sharfin Rutherford brings them closer to a semi-final spot. And they need 23 from 26 balls. John Ross Campbell has played a good hand so far.
Yes, he's going 6 from 8, so he's keeping company. Just 5 runs from this over so far. A few dots in between, but it's not hurting the Masters at all. The CCAU, they're in need of wickets.
So Milind Kumar, 5 runs in this over so far. And with all fairness to the bowler, they're going to scamper through for 1. And in the end, well run here from Sharfin Rutherford. And Ivor Henry, in all fairness to the bowling unit, 127. We'll take a look at this one. Edged into the pad. A good alert call from Sharfin Rutherford running to the danger end. And in the end, well-run single.
Yeah, like a big jumbo jet. They couldn't just stop. Almost going off the runway there.
So 106 for 4, 22 runs needed from 25 balls.
Yes, you said it. These little one chase always, give a little bit of trouble. Now it's under run a ball, but cut in well. And he's going to go down to the boundary for 4 once he would have split the wider third man who is up in the circle. That was all she wrote.
Yeah, we've seen so many times Sharfin Rutherford go through that area. And I'm surprised they haven't really blocked that area up. Here we go again. That one has gone away for 4. That position has really leaked runs. And it has been going on for a while. So 16 gone, it's 110 for 4.
Yes, indeed. Well, they need to put a few.
So 110 for 4. John Ross Campbell on strike. Yannick Carrier will be the man to bowl. So 14 years of US Open cricket. He eludes the man at first slip, running down towards the third man boundary. And no fault of Yannick Carrier at all. He beats the edge, and that's gone for 4.
Yes, I'm telling you, they're going to need wickets, and this one should have been taken. Catching the edge and just to the left. That's what he's there for. He should have been able to take a snapper there. Of course, 2009, we're looking at the Washington Tigers. They raised that cup. Followed up 2010 by United Chargers. But Trinidad and Tobago going back-to-back 2011 and 2012. I'll pause.
So 14 runs to win from 23 balls. This partnership has gone up to 33. And John Ross Campbell gets a single.
Smart choice. They too would have raised that coveted trophy. In 2013, 2014 US Tigers. 2015 we had the all team. They were the winners. That was rained out in 2015. 2016 we have the US All Stars, and 2013 Cavaliers. They too raised that coveted trophy in 2011.
So it's high in the air off the batter, Sherfin Rutherford. And it's gone over the ropes. Number 14 had no chance at all. And another 6 from Sherfin Rutherford. In fact, his first 6, it's 121 for 4.
Yeah, he didn't get it from the sweet part, but he had enough to get it beyond the boundary ropes. He was a man just waiting and hoping that the wind would really get it, send it back to him. But 2018, we had the California Bears. They too got in on the act. And we have the
Somerset Cavaliers.
Cavaliers again.
So it's 121 for 4, 7 runs. Will take the Masters into the final, into the semi-final. And they've got a date with Stallions X at 5:30 this afternoon. So another team will bow out of this competition. Play and a miss, and he's bowled down. So Sherfin Rutherford falls for 33. Usopen strikes. It's 121 for 5.
Yes, indeed. He thought he should have taken 2 in that over. There was one that going past the slip there, the left hand, and should have been taken. We'll have a look at this. Here he goes swinging, and this one turned back into those sticks. He missed, and I hit. 2019, of course, Cavaliers. I said that. 2020, we have the Atlanta
Paramveers.
Paramveers, yes. Okay, Atlanta Paramveers. And again, in 2021, we have the Cavaliers. So Cavaliers, 3 times there.
Yeah, the pattern of Cavaliers. They won in 2017. They won in 19. They won in 2021. So
they skip this year and they'll come back next
every
year.
other year they win the championships. So that's Aslam Khan and Sakshay Vij and the boys there. We missed them at the US Open this year, but they have really produced and lifted the cup several times during the 14 years of the US Open history. So Kevin Sinclair comes to the middle.
Yeah, just 7 months to get. We have all of some 19 deliveries left. So they're going to need to get another 5 wickets with these 19 deliveries if they want to be at the 5 o'clock and the 5 o'clock game.
Yeah, just coming back to Somerset Cavaliers, that team is a powerful put-together squad, led by Najaf Shah, who's really provided good leadership. And, of course, our good friend Aslam Khan and Sakshay Vij. I want to say special good afternoon to those gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. One delivery left, he's playing it aerial, but to the left of the extra cover, who is stationed there for that sort of shot. Over toes, yes, no, maybe. End of the over. End of over number 17. 122 for 5. Just about a strike away from finishing this match. 6 to go, 1 strike away. 18 deliveries. Well, I think if I was a betting man, I would think that the Masters, they should be taking this one with overs to spare.
So 122 for 5, 6 runs will win this game. Put them in the semi-final. And they'll come up against Stallions X. Next match coming up, Samp Army will take on the All-Stars from Dallas.
And I'm telling you, Samp Army, one of the favorites to win this tournament. But now that they're down to the semi-final stage, I can tell you right now, it's anybody's. The takings there for anyone. I think the better teams are left in the tournament.
So Odin Smith has been given the ball. And I see Odin Smith is practicing on some off spin, but he goes to the top of his mark. And we'll come into bowl to Kevin Sinclair. The question is, why is Odin Smith bowling with just 6 runs remaining? Ivor Henry?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought he was injured. He was not employed earlier, but now just 6 runs and 5 wickets to get.
So we'll come into bowl to Kevin Sinclair. And Sinclair is driving well, picks up 1 and brings John Ross Campbell. So a clinical performance by the Masters. They would have done well to restrict a powerful batting lineup of the Clarion County team to just 127 We saw 3 wickets from Ben Mike and 3 wickets from Jesse Singh. And good bowling performance from Jesse Singh and Ben Mike, among others, of course. 123 for 5. And we've got 5 runs to win this match. A lot of balls remaining. In fact, 17 deliveries remaining.
Yes, that's pretty much out of the equation, but Odin Smith with ball in hand.
So again, ball worked into the onside. So the end is almost near here for the Clarion County Asia United, you'd say?
Well, I think they need to close in these fielders. I mean, they still have all of the 5 boundary riders. I mean, they're not needing any boundaries. 4 ones to get. Might as well let them either hit it over the top or make another mistake. You never know.
So top-edged over the keeper's head, and that's Shea Hope, and that has gone away for 4. So game over.
Game, set, match.
And that's the end of that one. So Masters are into the semi-final. Clarion County Asia United. Better luck next time. And here is the final blow. A top edge off the bat of Kevin Sinclair. And another team advances to the final 4. Ivor Henry?
Yes, well, the first of 3 games for the day. And we shall just read you the scorecard in a minute. And here it is. Top scoring is Anthony Bramble. He played really, really well for his 30. Injured in the first over, but he stayed the course. 30 from 15. Top scorer there was Rutherford, though. He was bowled and neck and crop by career. 33 from 33. Double figures, we had Hemraj 10, Kumar 14, and 13 from skipper Stephen Taylor and John Roscomble. In the end, not out on 13. 128 for 5.
So, 5 wickets. Here is a look at the 5 wickets to have fallen. Chandrapal Hemraj. A lovely shot down the ground. Here's a quick highlights package. That was a good looking shot from Chandrapal Hemraj. Stephen Taylor on strike. Oh, that's a slashing shot. Stephen Taylor over the offside, and that ran away for 4. Nitish Kumar, a lovely shot through the offside all along the carpet. Sharfin Rutherford, who batted impressively well. Look at this one, cut away, and that ran away for 4. More runs for Sharfin Rutherford, batted extremely well during the course of the chase. Oh, more runs here for Sharfin. Driving well all along the ground. Milind Kumar. And couldn't stem the flow of runs. We spoke about that area that has been leaking runs all day. Sharfin Rutherford really took advantage of that. So that's the situation here. Look at the bowling card. A couple of wickets from Gudakesh Moti, but I get the feeling 128 was always going to be tough to defend. In the end, some bowling performances from Roman Reyes. He's picked up 1. Yannick Carrier 1, and also Milind Kumar, the captain, 1.
Yes, so there you have it, folks. Down below us, the players are exchanging greetings. And we will be back for the second game of the day momentarily.
Good day, sir. Are you getting audio?
Well, welcome to the match presentation ceremony, the fourth and final quarter-final game. And congratulations to Masters. What a comeback. They're peaking at the right time. And in tournaments, it's all about peaking at the right time. The gentleman standing next to me has been very instrumental in their performances. He has been consistent at this year's US Open, a top score of 66. Today, he got 34. He also grabbed 2 wickets and was bowling some serious bouncers. Shilfin Rutherford, he's our man of the match. Danny Khan, our chief umpires coordinator, will present the award to him. Of course, Shilfin will also receive the Eiley sunglasses. He will have to choose that today from our sponsors as well. Shilfin, great comeback.
Oh yeah, first of all, I thank God for the opportunity. And yeah, as a team, I think we started off a bit shaky, but as we come along, the players are picking up. And in tournaments, it's just about picking at the right time, because as you see, we win one game and we were through. So, it's show that our momentum is with us, and it's just important for us to just carry on.
Well, I know you're a seriously aggressive batsman. You can destroy an attack, but I'm getting the impression you really enjoyed that bowling spell today.
Oh, well, I start as an all-rounder, so, it's good that I'm getting back some bowling 4 overs. So, yeah, I enjoy batting, bowling, but, it's a part of the game, so I'm willing to, help my team.
Well, go away, take a rest. You have a semi-finals tonight.
Thank you.
You've heard it there from Shilfin Rutherford, bright star in West Indies cricket.